Hello, everyone.
Hello?
Hello? Where's that
Hello?
fucking Robert guy?
I don't know. Always late. Always late, man.
Sorry, there was a disturbance.
A disturbance. Always a disturbance with you. Let's do that whole scene.
Was it a disturbance in the force?
No, John. Have you ever seen Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, but I tried to forget about it because it was bad.
Oh.
Or maybe you just have bad taste.
No, I have good taste. It's y'all that need to catch up.
There are dozens of you, John.
No.
Literally dozens.
But for another 2 property.
If it's a 2, John doesn't like it. That's
not
the
true.
pattern. Yeah. You don't like Superman 2, Spider-Man 2, Hellboy 2,
I like X-Men
Batman.
2. I
All
like
good
Blade
twos.
2.
Batman Returns.
Returns. Alright.
And he hates Alan Wake 2.
I don't actually. This
gonna
was
be
my
a
game of the
rage
year in
playthrough.
2023.
I'm excited.
Are you excited? Anime fan, I hope you get to 500 subscribers soon. Thank you. I've been wondering how he feels about Spider-Man 2 being the third highest rated. I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
It's not just nostalgia. It's a good movie.
That movie is trash. People don't want to admit it.
I love it when you disagree with us on something. Your default's always, oh, it's just your nostalgia. It's no other factors.
I feel like that is just. I only say that with Spider-Man 2 because it's true.
Is it though?
Sure.
It is.
Sure.
That movie has so many problems that people just overlook because they.
Alan Wake
There's a
2,
couple
everybody! I'm excited to start this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do New Game Plus for this. I'll do that in my off time. We're just going to do brand new, fresh start.
John, you know you only love RoboCop 2 out of nostalgia, right?
Oh my god.
That movie's got a lot of fun set pieces, and it is a mess, but it's a fun mess. Spider-Man 2 is just a mess. All right. Before Noah has an aneurysm, let's get started. We'll just do.
So when we last left our hero,
he was in the dark place.
He was trapped in the dark place forever.
Until now.
Could we have played Control before this?
Oh my god, it's Jared Leto.
To a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
YouTube's not gonna like that.
Oh my god, put on some clothes. This is a G-rated game. I thought so. My kids are here.
So this game was obviously a big deal. I was super excited. How does that look on stream for you guys?
Yeah, it looks good. I see you can't take the camera off his butt.
It looks good to me.
Yeah.
I guess we can't really avoid that. It's not... I mean, we're not monetized anyway. It's fine.
I thought about playing Control, Noah, but honestly, it's only one DLC that's a tie-in, and that's not really a horror game, it's an action game.
Already gone.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't know actually until recently that that was connected to these games. But
Yeah,
I know
and that
that's,
was
like,
such a
in between.
big deal, too, because, like, that DLC came out, and then, like, Alan Wake stuff started showing up. Really, the only connection is it gives more history, like, the Brightfall incident in Alan Wake 1 is part of a larger, ongoing supernatural thing.
Okay.
And you remember the, like, psychiatrist guy that you deal with?
Yeah.
In Alan Wake? He shows up, and he's been corrupted by the darkness, so you have to fight him.
Okay.
God damn it.
Where do I go?
Haven't you played this game before?
It's too
Once.
dark. I can't see.
But no, like, I remember, because I was like, oh god, you know, it's finally, like, after 12, 13 years. And then the game starts like
Yeah.
this, it's like, what the fuck?
So I'm sorry. Is this Alan?
Yes, this is Alan Wake.
What the fuck?
No, this is not Alan.
This is
Okay.
Tim.
It's like, what happened? He gained some weight.
Hey man, it's been 13 years.
Oh,
Whoa.
Spooky.
so this is actually going to be a dual protagonist story, which I know some people were upset about,
Oh.
but I didn't mind.
I didn't know that. either.
If there's one thing gamers love, it's when you introduce a new character in a sequel and make it a dual protagonist story. It always goes over well.
I know, right?
Laughs and Miles
I think-
Morales.
I think once this game came out, like, people kind of shut up about it, except for those weirdos on the internet. But I do remember I was hearing some complaints, like, why isn't it just Alan? Like, we've waited so long, why is there another character?
Do you think Mario Brothers got the same backlash? Fuck you, I'm here for Mario. I don't care about this Luigi asshole.
Luigi. He's just Green Mario. Get out of here.
I hope so. That would be funny. Because at least with modern games, I can understand to the point of, like, you're invested in a particular character. Even if it's, I think the reaction is not warranted. No, this is not Alan Wake. Jesus.
Oh, who are these guys? Oh, it's the darkness. Oh. What the fuck?
I will say, though, I haven't said who it is yet, because you're we have seen this character before.
Ooh, interesting.
Is this Barry?
No.
Run, Barry, run.
This is another fat guy.
He's dead, Jim.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this.
So you can tell they have a lot more money this time.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the first one still looks good, and obviously looked great for the time. But it is one of those like culture shock sequels. Like, oh wow, that's a noticeable difference.
Yeah.
This one's also immediately a lot creepier than the first game.
Yeah.
Like this is a horror game, where the other one is a horror game, but
Mystery, noir,
Yeah.
action, kind of.
this one is looking at, you know, like the Resident Evil remakes.
That one. Wait. So I just couldn't help myself when Alan came on screen.
I was rewatching the Geeklution season 3 Smallville stream, so I had to pause John and Robert so I could watch a different John and Robert.
Hey,
show.
kiddo.
We appreciate it.
How are you?
I'm good, Mom.
This one
How are
has
you?
me, so it's already a
This might
downgrade.
take a little longer than I thought.
Oh, does this have a
I'm sorry I've
kid?
been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my God, Mom! It's not your fault.
Kind
People
of,
get all
yeah.
murdery. What happened?
She's mostly just a voice on the phone.
Work stuff.
Ah.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens
God, that's
when you go on road
gorgeous.
trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop.
Directed
ruining
by
so
David
much.
Lynch.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
And here's our
No, I
other
know.
protagonist.
What's the other protagonist?
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
So her partner in the passenger seat,
Cauldron.
the actual character model, is Sam
Time
Lake,
to get to work.
who is the lead writer of these games and one of the lead writers for
Director.
Remedy Entertainment himself.
Oh.
A deputy was
Sam
supposed
Lake,
to be here to
Alan
show us
Wake.
to the crime
Isn't that a
scene.
little similar?
There's the car.
Except I
So
said
where's the
Sam
deputy?
Lake.
Eaten by a
Yeah, that's what I
bear.
said.
I'll check out
That's not what
that
it sounded like you said.
Whoa, invitation.
There's also rumors that he is supposed to be Max Payne,
Worth
but they didn't own the
before we
rights.
get swallowed up by
That's
the
not Mark
flames.
Wahlberg.
I think I hear someone.
Nice, we're looking for Alan
Could be our
Wake.
deputy.
I can go take a look.
I just found an Alan Wake.
And the reason that I say that is because Remedy actually worked on those original games back in the day.
Ah.
But they were published by Rockstar, so Rockstar owns
I was gonna say,
I need to.
because I know
find
the
my
same
way
people
back.
worked on Control, but I was like, how are they connected to Max Payne at all? There should have been a whole shared universe of these games.
I mean, that is what they're
That was
doing.
the idea.
isn't my map working?
Because you're lost.
If
Uh,
only I
and-
had a. If only I had a mini map at the bottom of like my vision.
Real life?
Yeah, to find where I am in real life.
Anime fans said that the guy sounds like Will Arnett to him. He had more of a Kiefer Sutherland vibe to me.
Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming
I
Not
can
this guy,
kinda
the other
hear
guy.
You're half right. Anderson.
Anderson, stop dodging. There's no time for that.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Which one?
Any witnesses to the crime?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Robert, you choose this one.
Square.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Oh no, now she's narrator.
I need to think through the facts of the case. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through
Oh.
clues and work the case.
Oh no, it's Sherlock.
Building the
gonna
Mind
say, yeah.
Palace for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The
Because
facts
that's
are on the board.
where I know the concept of the Mind
Everything
Palace
we know
from.
about
I
the
didn't know
Me
previous
too.
years. Worth taking another look.
I kind of thought that that was just invented for that show, to be honest.
Anime fan, you should watch The Lost Boys. Kiefer Sutherland plays the villain in that, and he's awesome. It's also a great Joel Schumacher movie.
Oh yeah.
He's also in Flatliners, which is another good Schumacher movie. The first one, not the.
Not the
And then watch the
reboots.
remake.
New. Speaking of Joel Schumacher, I just rewatched Batman Forever recently, in honor of Val Kilmer.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Val Kilmer.
I don't love that movie. You know, it's not my favorite of those four, but I really do like his Batman.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best like casting choices for Batman ever in live action.
And probably the most underrated, in my opinion. His performance was not received well at the time.
Yeah, because he's
A
one
lot
of
of
the
people
better.
found him kind of. It's funny. A lot of people found him kind of stiff and boring, and it's like we weren't really
Batman.
doing like the stoic, solemn, really taken live action much yet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. His performance is pretty, on point for Batman for me. I think.
Mhm.
So I think time has been kind to that movie in a lot of ways, but
I think so. It's also just unfortunate that some of his best scenes were cut out.
yeah, it really is. And hopefully, we see the alternate cut sometime. I know some people have seen it, but who knows if that's actually going to get released.
And to my understanding, that version that exists, the so-called Schumacher cut, is probably more of like a rough cut.
You've cracked cases that
Mm.
the rest of us baffled.
Okay.
You know, there's still like audio and post stuff like that.
Unfinished. Yeah.
Real funny, Anderson.
Yeah. So maybe not, but we can
I
only
mean, I'd
hope.
still like to see it. Like, if I'll take what I could get. Like, I'd still
Exactly.
You know, and those deleted scenes are out there. You can watch them,
You okay to
which
jump
is
down?
nice.
I'm not that
Yeah.
old.
But if you look at the deleted scenes on their own, you know, like there's no music. It's just the rough audio. You know, like they're watchable, but
What's
know,
cool
not
about this is
finished.
you can recognize some of these areas from the first game. It's just obviously they've been upgraded. Like there's more vegetation, more variety.
I don't know the first game super well, but it would be interesting to play them back to back to take a look at that.
Give me a headache.
I mean, that's kind of what we're
Too
doing.
much sky.
We were just
No.
here, Noah.
I don't
I mean,
have
in Noah's defense, it's just the woods.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Also, we're not playing them back to back. There's time in between. We
Not
play
bad
these
place to
once
get
a
murdered.
week.
Getting back to
Yeah, but we
nature
just
is your
finished the
thing.
first one.
No, we didn't just finish. There was a few weeks in between, John.
John, you
1
don't have a
week.
leg. John, you don't have a leg to stand on in criticizing other people's memory.
I like the rain.
That's true.
The only thing around
I also
here
don't have a
feels like home.
Photographic
think the local law
memory
had
of
the
the
sense to pull the
forest
tarp?
in Alan
They
Wake.
did.
Like, oh my god, that tree looks just like it did in the first
Whoa.
game. It's amazing. Wait,
Animan Fan thinks that Val Kilmer is the third best live-action Batman actor behind Adam West and Michael Keaton. Yeah, I like all three of them.
it's great.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton.
And yeah, I do
take
think
it.
he's better than George Clooney as well.
At your service.
But
Ready to
I
get
also
this case
don't think
solved.
Clooney gives a
The bodies
bad
behind the
performance for
store.
what the
Come on,
material
I'll show
is.
Well, he
He's
is a better
directed,
Bruce Wayne. He's just not a good Batman.
but he's definitely directed more like Adam West Batman. Like they just lean in all the way on that
Yeah.
by that movie. It stops trying to be like introspective
That
Batman.
was really what I thought about on my most recent rewatch of Forever. It's like, oh, he's kind of a different character in this movie than he is in the next one.
hmm
So this is
And I
something this
guess,
game
yeah.
adds that I really like is you can toggle the flashlight.
Yeah. It's not on all the time.
It can't flashlight all the time.
I understood that reference.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I also wish Kilmer had come back for Batman and Robin. It wouldn't have fixed much of that movie's problems.
That movie is perfect. I don't know what you're
No
talking
problem.
about.
It's got Arnold.
That's true. Also, George Clooney, I think, is a great casting choice for Batman at that time, in theory.
I don't hate it on
Just-
paper.
This is the scene of the
Yeah.
crime.
Well, I don't even hate it in the movie, but it's just
No, he didn't touch nothing.
Yeah,
He's
there
not
isn't
one
any
of the worst
Batman
Batman.
actor I like hate.
Thanks, Deputy.
no.
I like pretty much all of
Give me
them.
a coffee.
Even in something like I don't
Let's
really
start
like
by
like
examining
BVS,
what
like I like Affleck.
Does this
I like
fit
Affleck
the
a lot.
MO of the previous murders?
Yes, that guy.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
It's the guy.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another
Damn it, there's
body
nowhere
popped
for me
up
to
just
draw
as
the
we arrived
chalk.
in town. Coincidence?
But she can connect things with yarn. She can do like the "It's Always Sunny" Pepe Sylvia scene. Also, I was talking to
Inside
John about
scalp
this
wound.
a
Chest
few
cut
days ago
open.
because I know
Heart
he
removed.
watched Tombstone recently.
The killer's
Yeah,
leaving
And
heart right next to
Twenty-
the body.
I've been
Shows
wanting to
wrist
watch
from the
that
cargo
for the
straps
first
holding him
time
down.
recently, and then we just got news of his passing. So it's not like
Mhm.
great timing or anything, but
Yeah.
I am gonna probably watch that soon.
It's maybe his best performance. It's a wonderful character.
Yeah, that's like one of the big Western movies I need to see. And might also watch Top Gun Maverick just because I still need to see that. I know that's got
It's great.
like a tearjerker scene with him.
Yep. Now
Um,
I'm dreading rewatching it. Have you seen his documentary yet?
I haven't.
That's also wonderful. I'm glad he was able to get that out a
I
few
wanted
years
to
before he passed.
when it came out. I didn't get around to it, but I'm definitely gonna see it now.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Yes, I did see. Oop. Okay.
And that was the stream, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Good night.
Yeah, one second. Being stupid.
That was Alan Wake 2.
That was the body on the table, and the end of the game.
We waited 13 years for that.
Yeah, and I've been tempted to rewatch Kiss Kiss Bang Bang because I really like that movie.
Me too. Yeah, that's on the docket for me this week. I want to rewatch that, and I want to finally watch The Doors, which
Yeah, I think I might
it-
do that too.
well, for anyone interested, The Doors on I think YouTube and like the Fandango Voodoo app. It's currently $4 to rent and $5 to buy. So I just bought it.
Oh.
Oh.
Why not? Yeah.
Because it's not
Um,
streamed for free anywhere. So I was like, fuck it.
I know that movie is a little bit more controversial.
Mhm.
It's got more like mixed reviews, but his performance is really praised in that, and he sang the songs live too.
Yeah.
And from the clips I've seen, he sounds like exactly like Jim Morrison.
It's insane. Yeah, that's one of the sad parts of that documentary. They spent a lot of time on that movie and how he threw so much of himself and his time into that, and how that kind of fucked up his marriage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm
it's that trade-off thing of being an artist. Like, and
Yeah.
not to say like there's two types of method acting. There's throwing yourself into a role, and then there's just being an asshole.
Yeah.
Like he just threw himself into it, and that was just his life for a couple years.
So there is a difference between a Val Kilmer and a Jared Leto, who we mentioned earlier.
Or and I hate saying this because I love him, but like Jim Carrey on the Man on the Moon,
Oh, yeah.
which I still need to see. Like, I'm curious about it, but
Yeah.
that was like, come on, man. That's
No,
not.
some of the things I heard that he did around, like the idea of him being possessed by the spirit of Andy Kaufman. It's just like, dude, yeah.
And like
That's-
Andy
that's-
Kaufman, and to be clear, I'm not an expert on Andy Kaufman by any means. I haven't watched a lot of his stuff, but my understanding is he was a troll, but never an asshole. He was usually just a quiet, sweet guy. Like, he was a troll.
Yeah.
He'd go far for a laugh, but to my understanding, was not the toxic, aggressive asshole that Jim Carrey
That
was
Jim Carrey was
on the
that
set of that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I still got to see that movie and the documentary on it too.
Yeah, and I'm nervous about it because I love Jim Carrey, so I've never been that, but so it's like I should watch it.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but it's interesting.
Well, yeah, I used to love Jim Carrey as a kid, but hearing about stuff like that and a few
Yeah,
other things, I've kind of, it's colored how I view him as a person,
Mhm.
as I've gotten older. But
For sure.
I do actually kind of like his performance as Riddler, even though that's just not my
Yeah.
preferred version. Like that's not really my preferred take on Riddler. I don't really like the manic crazy guy. Like even Frank Gorshin, like that's a great performance, but it's like not my go-to Riddler.
Sure.
Um, but yeah, even then, like it's good, but he is just kind of doing Jim Carrey in that movie.
Mhm.
Um, he's better than Tommy Lee Jones, though.
He's a lot better
Whatever
than
the hell
Tommy Lee Jones.
he's
That
doing.
Yeah, as much as I love Batman Forever, that's always my go-to complaint is like, fuck, I wish it was a different take or a different actor as Two-Face, because you need the straight man for that pairing to work. No,
Yeah.
another guy trying to out Jim Carrey, because you can't do that.
You cannot. I don't really, because I know that they kind of came to blows on set,
Mhm.
but I don't know if it almost seemed like Tommy Lee Jones was trying to upstage Carrey, and
Yeah.
Removed from chest.
you
Strapped
can't
by
do
the
that,
wrists.
like you just
Definitely
said.
matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left
And we
behind.
love Tommy Lee Jones. He's a great
Others
actor.
to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know
But
about.
I don't think he really takes comic book stuff that seriously, based on.
No. Well, and he was a big name at the time. He was kind of talked into doing it. And it was the classic story of like, well, my kid or my nephew or whatever is like, you should be in that Batman movie. It's like, okay. Like,
Okay.
it's like, if your heart's not in it, maybe
Let's try
shouldn't.
something real quick.
Okay. Just get fucking Lando back.
That's the worst part. Is you had Billy D. Williams.
Get Billy D.
I would have
Williams.
much
Okay.
preferred that.
He did eventually get to play Two-Face though in the Lego
That is
Batman.
true.
No, but about Val Kilmer though, that's one of those celebrity deaths that it didn't hit me that like super hard when I heard about it, because I knew that he was that he had cancer and he was kind of
Mhm.
not in a great shape in the last few years of his life, but it was still kind of a shock to hear, like, oh damn, because I did really like I did really like him as an actor, of what few things I've seen him in.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
guess I'm just using now as the time to like finally fill in those gaps and watch stuff like Tombstone and The Doors for the first time.
I forget. Have you seen Top Secret yet?
I have seen Top Secret, yeah.
Okay, yeah, which is it's amazing.
It's really good. It's great. The follow-up to Airplane. It's really, really funny, and no one talks about it as much as Airplane or Naked Gun, but I think it's just as good as those.
I did see it. Might be my favorite. Though the Police Squad show, it's only 6 episodes, but it is wonderful.
Which I've seen a little bit of, because some of it used to be on YouTube, but I don't remember too much of it, and I do need to finally sit down and watch that.
Yeah.
Especially now since the new Naked Gun's coming out.
It looks interesting.
It looks like a movie.
I want to be
I
excited for it because we don't make comedies anymore. So I kind of want it to succeed.
thought the OJ
we'll
joke
see.
was funny. I actually
Yeah,
laughed
that's
out loud at that.
Well, what I like about that joke is like, okay, so we're doing the soft reboot legacy sequel thing, but it is funny that literally every main character from that movie has a son taking
I
over
like
their
the-
role, passing the torch.
Yeah, I like the wide shot of like every
Shrine.
cop knelt down in front of a picture of their father. That's just kind of a silly, like absurd idea. That feels like a joke that would have been in one of the original movies.
Yeah, the part of the trailer that didn't work for me was the first half, where it's like, we're doing like John Wick action comedy again. I'm like, yeah, we've done that a lot. That's
Yeah, but the thing about the original Naked Gun and Police Squad, and I guess more so in Naked Gun, Frank
Who is our
Drebin is
victim?
like a buffoon.
Who
He's
killed
he's
him?
like a
Mhm.
bumbling idiot. Like he's
Right.
not a competent action hero.
Right.
And it looks like it's gonna be a little bit more like bloodier, and I guess it could be rated R. It's like
Yeah,
I'm
which
not against that, I guess, but I don't. It just feels weird to do.
well, the thing with their what was it, the Zucker brothers who did those? Like
Yeah.
their style of comedy skewed adult, but done in a very innocent, childish way. And I do think you lose something if you go too raunchy with it.
I do
Which
too. Yeah.
I'm not against. I don't need that.
Alright, there we go. It's just the other way I was doing it, the touchpad wasn't working, which was locking me out of key functions of the game.
Yeah, that can be
Need
a
to find
problem.
more clues.
Alright, how's that look?
Multiple people were here.
That looks pretty good.
Multiple killers.
We're sniffing for clues,
Hey.
Noah.
Blood on the table.
Hey, it's
The
just like
victim
that
died
movie,
here.
Long Legs. That
Any
movie
idea
John
who the
likes.
victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him.
1 second.
Okay. Bear with us tonight, folks. Anime Fan says one of his biggest complaints about the Lego Batman movie is that Two-Face has little to say. Yeah,
I
well, they
agree.
do that.
I wish he
They
had
do
bigger.
that. They do kind of like that big villain team up right at the beginning, and most of the villains in that movie are kind of just like background gags,
Mhm.
or just like, oh, look, it's this, or like kind of like references in the background. And yeah, it is more so focused on Joker because, of course, it is.
It is funny that that's Zoe Kravitz's first appearance as Catwoman.
Yeah, I always forget that.
Also, that movie was like it was doing the Bane shtick before the Bane shtick got old, and some of his stuff is really funny in that movie.
Well, I think it was doing the Bane shtick right as it was starting to get old, because
That's fair. Yeah.
because Rises was 2012, and then that
Mhm.
movie was 2017. I remember even watching it in the theater, being like, okay, like we're still making fun of this voice. And then
I
he
built an
becomes,
IKEA.
and then
Oh,
and then in the Harley Quinn show,
the Killer Croc gets the best joke in that movie, though.
oh yes, I did something.
Which is like that couldn't possibly be a reaction to Suicide Squad, but the timing was so perfect.
Yeah.
Because that movie comes out like 6 months later.
But if I remember in Suicide Squad, that's the one thing he does is go underwater and like press a button like he does
he
in
throws the
Lego
bomb.
Batman movie.
Yeah.
So it's perfect. I don't agree with that. Anime Fan says Tom Hardy is the definitive Bane voice.
I mean, it's probably the most memorable.
I think that's what the general public thinks Bane sounds like now because
Yeah.
of that movie.
Until now.
Which also, I don't hate. Like, it's so goofy, but I kind of love it.
Yes, you probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
It can't be the definitive Bane voice. It's not even the right, like,
So
accent.
you knew our victim.
In the city.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state, but yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together.
I thought the definitive Bane voice was
Went off the
I mean,
deep
that's
end.
just true.
Got the boot
That's my
pretty
definitive
quickly after
Bane,
that.
just in general. Monkey work.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Well, if you missed it, this is Agent Nightingale. Do you guys remember who Agent Nightingale is?
Nope.
Remind me.
That is the FBI agent from the first game that kept calling Alan by all those different authors.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
That guy.
All right, get over here, Hemingway.
There was somebody who's like literally the world's biggest fan of that character who was severely let down by this game. You know what happened?
He had more authors to throw at Alan Wake.
There is somebody on a Reddit thread somewhere who was very upset about this.
I think it was Noah.
It was me. I'm so mad right now. I think I'm gonna leave the stream. Bye, guys.
Okay.
Robert Nightingale,
No, I'm back.
ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
I don't see how
I don't
that's a
think
party.
God damn it.
Did they plan for the murder to happen here?
Why
I
are
can
you
hear
so
the
much
gears.
faster than me?
I can hear the gears turning of you like trying to remember the quote.
Certainly fits the pattern.
Getting that.
Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
I haven't seen that
Something
movie in
this
years.
Town wants to forget.
Well, what's cool is this game like moves in real time, so it it's aware that it's been 13 years since the first game.
That's cool.
Kind of like
I'm
Twin
gonna go check
Peaks: The
something out.
Return from the original
right back.
Twin Peaks.
Got it.
Yeah, but this is done better.
They really don't want people coming
Okay.
in here.
I'll take your word for it, son.
One of these doesn't waste my time for 12 hours.
It's not wasting your time. It's entertaining.
Is it?
Yes, I love Dougie.
That is a one episode joke. That
No,
is-
they mine so much out of him. They put him into different situations. I'm not gonna explain what that is to Robert to avoid
I'm not
spoilers.
either. He has to watch it.
I
At
do.
least it. I can already hear the. It worked for me.
Yeah, no, Robert will get it. He'll be on my side.
Most likely.
Liked everything.
That's incorrect.
We disagree on a few things.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
That's not my name.
John just hates everything except for Alan Wake 2.
That's not true.
No,
Pretty
it's
sure
a two, so he has to hate it.
That's also true.
He didn't like Shrek 2 either. He was really confused because we didn't watch Shrek 4D first.
That's definitely not true.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
The station heads are not currently available. Access is restricted without their permission.
Nice talking to you, too.
I heard that. Get back here.
Cool how you can load in and out of that mine palace with no loading screens or anything.
That is cool.
Anime fans says Shrek 2 is the best Shrek film unless the Puss in Boots movies count. No, I mean, I agree. Shrek 2 is the best of them. I don't enjoy it as much now as I did when I was a kid.
Let's get back to work over here, can we?
I don't know. I found the actual like story to be kind of rushed,
Oh, interesting.
but also I
So
was
what you're
watching
saying
the watch
is-
party, so I might have missed something.
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look.
So what you're
around
saying
for a
is
way to
people only
open
like it
this
out
thing.
of nostalgia and that it's a crap movie. But
Oh no,
No, actually, it's better than Spider-Man 2.
no.
A creepy twig sculpture.
That's interesting though, Joe.
I'll look around.
That is interesting
it.
though, John. I don't think we really talked about that last night.
No, because
We were too busy.
you guys were being stupid.
Wow.
Hey,
Mr. Deere,
I mean, that's usually the
Remind me
place
of a
to be
dream I had.
stupid.
I mean, that's true.
Dare to be stupid, John.
I think the big thing, Noah, with that movie is that it's like the conflict feels really forced.
What, between Fiona and her parents, or?
Before, well, yeah, kind of, but like mostly between Fiona and Shrek, because like they never have a conversation. I know it's a kids movie, but I feel like the first movie handled the
Yeah.
relationship stuff better.
Well, the whole thing is rushed, not like from a writing perspective, but just like, you know, they just got married, and
Mm-hmm.
now he's got to meet the parents, you know. So
Noah,
I don't know.
this is all you.
Oh no. Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say that.
Jesus Christ.
They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. Wake!
Mm.
But what if that's not true? What if it's something else? Something less natural and more man-made. Intentional. I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies. Okay.
Oh, spooky.
Button.
Oh, it disappeared. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button that Killer Croc, that's his job to do. And the button and the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake preparing. I know it. First drawing, waterline. Real caldera is made from a volcano, lava. Second drawing, waterline, engineered structure, strange machines? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
Interesting.
Interesting.
That was a good job, Noah. Good job. You managed to
Casey.
get the words out in order.
What's the Forest's favorite shape?
I did.
Please, Anderson, just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
He stopped talking before she cut him off. That's weird.
I also, Anime Fan mentioned Puss in Boots. I still need to see The Last Wish, which
As do I.
everybody raves about. It's apparently a masterpiece.
Robert.
Confused? Follow these steps. Wash your hands, take the chicken out of the fridge, take a nap.
I like that he just said to take the chicken out of the fridge. Don't do anything else. Just take it out of the fridge.
Where do I put it? Tell me, Note. Where do I put the chicken?
Put it on the counter. Just watch it, wait for it to thaw.
Like, oh, fuck, it's in the laundry machine.
Oh,
Where's the
fuck, it's in the tub.
Where's the chicken?
Is that our new objective? Where's the chicken? Already read that.
I know. I'm looking for something.
You want me to read it again?
Yes.
The chicken crossed the road. Why?
I needed to find out what was on the other side that the chicken wanted so badly.
Oh wait, we'll get to Alan's narration later.
Of course, the narration comes back.
Was it looking for something or running away? I wish next to that tent there was just an unrelated corpse in a sleeping bag
Sure.
next to a
The
tree.
North Side Slasher. But that case was completely different.
Oh, Jason was here.
Please, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
Is that a kid's lunchbox?
Oh, fuck.
An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates
Like Casey
those
Jones?
crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Oh, you know what they always say, the movie is always worse than the book.
Noah.
Hey, no, it's your turn.
Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 a.m. after I'd finished my ama on the porch. I don't know how to pronounce that, of the trailer. I got in the car and drove, chasing it. Starry night, not much moon. As expected, it led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all align and to make it happen. Terrified it would. It didn't. Not this time. Frustrated but relieved. I scanned the sky for shapes. The objects... nothing. But when I blink repeatedly, I think I saw the after image of an octahedron. It faded. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me. Here but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come back to Bright Falls. Or just to come to Bright Falls, not back. Anyway.
Always ending words.
I'm always adding on to the sentence.
That is correct, anime fan. I was specifically referencing Casey Jones from TMNT Out of the Shadows.
Yeah, he's only been in that movie. No other.
Well, the him being a detective.
This entire area is
No,
inside a
or an
Robert,
officer or
he's
whatever.
only been in that movie.
This whole mountain used to be an
No
active
other
volcano.
Turtles media.
Imagine the force.
Yeah, and I have
took
not
off this
seen that, so I
crater
don't
out
even
here.
know who Casey Jones is.
Caldera's a pretty
Oh,
rare,
it's
so you have
Arrow.
to take it in.
So,
It's Stephen Amell.
Stephen Amell.
Casey Jones is an arrow. What?
You got
Yeah.
it.
He's an
I
arrow?
used to love geology when I was in school.
He's the Arrow.
I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano.
Alright, we're taking her
Not with
badge.
my daughter.
What do these dodging muscle spasms say about her character?
That she's played by a spazzy gamer.
Hello, Jake.
Hello.
Welcome
doing
to
Alan
Alan
Wake
Wake.
2.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't
What's up,
be a
Jake?
coincidence. Another message?
There's been a lot of reading so far.
What is this, a reading simulator?
I don't do that.
John, I know this is a longer game. How much longer would you say this is than the first one? Do you think it's like a substantially longer game?
Doesn't make sense.
Yes, because there's two like narratives. This
Gotcha.
woman and then the Alan Wake stuff. But yeah, literally once. He's never finished it.
Oh wow.
So to complete the main story of Alan Wake, expect around 19 hours, while 100% is about 30.
Nice.
Where Alan Wake 1 was like 12 hours if you're just doing the story. Has Alan shown up in the game yet? No.
We saw him in the beginning.
He's stuck. Just like, well, never mind.
Spoilers.
I just realized that was a spoiler.
Are there talks of a third one? Like, is it confirmed?
They haven't said anything. The next two games that they're doing is there's a Control 2, and then I think like a multiplayer game they're working on.
Oh, gotcha.
Now you read.
Robert.
Friday, Midge told me today that her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? Am I right?
Am I right? You're right.
Sunday. So I told her. She said thanks. Fucking kill me. Monday. I snuck out last night again. Went to the big house by the lake. Instead of just watching it from here like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm going to find out what. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building. Take some photos. It's gonna be epic.
Whoa. It's gonna be epic, dude.
What's up, fam?
Just changes to it's like Sonic the Hedgehog in the last sentence. Also, I don't remember them swearing as much in the first game.
Yeah.
Now they say fuck a lot more here.
I need toy ideas.
Toys. She's 14, Casey.
Okay, so what do I get her?
Get her a book. Something weird and dark. Maybe that'll get her back into reading.
That's weird, isn't it?
A book? You got me a fucking book?
I want a movie. Get one of those movies you can read.
Back in my day, movies were called books.
You made the movie in your head.
And nobody
Grandpa,
watched it.
time to get you back to the home.
No, you can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, Pearl Harbor.
So what are you looking for?
I'm looking for clues, so I'm seeing if there's something I might have missed at the
Welcome
back.
back, Anderson.
Scooby, we need your help.
Don't step on any of the evidence.
Oh fuck, I stepped on the evidence.
Someone was drinking.
Ah!
They spent time here, waiting.
You're done, Anderson.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
And I'm back.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Love the atmosphere of this game, though. And obviously, there's a
Oh, yeah.
big graphical upgrade because it's 13 years in between.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type.
But it's a great looking game.
Robert, the door locks.
The door locks.
Okay. Monday, some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self: train the fielder. Tuesday, nothing to report. Some animals, regular. Wednesday, hunters out after dark. Poachers? Heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Gotta keep an eye on these people. They could be more than they bargained for out there.
Jake says Control is one of the best games he's ever played. It's good. I don't know about all that, but
It's high praise.
yeah.
And John's like, how dare you have a fulfilling, amazing experience?
No, I mean, I'm glad it worked for him. I don't know if I'd say it's one of the best games I've ever played, personally.
John's like, fuck you.
You've played
Me.
better games, Jake.
Like this.
Well, technically, he has played this, but he didn't finish it.
He has played it. How far did he get?
Not very, from what I remember. I think he played like 2 hours.
Oh. I guess you can technically say you have played it then.
We've already been in here.
There's the note. Back to the Mind
This
Palace.
mug always cheers me up.
I got boxes full of Pepe.
I got boxes full of Alan Wake. There is no Alan Wake. The man does not exist.
Got a couple of pink slips.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Roger, Roger.
Why do you keep calling me Roger?
He kept calling me Roger.
This was very confusing to me. Because my name is not Roger.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? I think that's everything. For now, at least. They planned for the murder to happen here. Passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale?
They're seeing her just freeze still and zone out sporadically.
Anderson? You right there?
Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation.
She's gonna do the Will Graham.
Piece it together.
But they're not even chasing Hannibal Lecter.
So, John, the first game is very Stephen King, Twin Peaks inspired. Do you see a little bit of Silence of the Lambs in this one, or am I reaching that?
Saga, I can definitely see that.
I definitely see it.
Nightingale has been MIA.
And when I say Silence of the Lambs, I mean like that universe in general, not
How did he
just
end up
that
here?
specific book.
Right, Hannibal.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
whole universe, you know.
See that?
Where I'm like, oh, there's a little bit of Will Graham in this character.
This is definitely still inspired by Twin Peaks, but I also see the
Nightingale came from the lake. Before he was
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, no, there's going to
Influence.
be a bit later on that is just Twin Peaks.
The music starts playing.
chosen as the victim.
I feel like it's that part, or the musical part.
Lights are off, but somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just,
You shouldn't have led the way.
This one of
John.
your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
She's like, I saw him. I saw my dad across the lake. He conjured the Patronus. Oh god,
Probably
she's
looking
snapping.
for shelter. Safety.
No.
They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear.
You know, when the
what you've
Dementors
so
came.
far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him.
Who are you to judge?
Dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of
They're really
answers for us to find.
fixated on his nudity.
No tree
Live and let live, man.
that big.
But why was this man naked?
You need to get out.
Also,
more.
I might have
It is
missed
kind of
something.
creepy,
Obviously, we know he was naked in the opening, but it's like, I mean, he could have just been
There's a
stripped
piece of paper on the
naked
ground.
when they killed him. Like, or was there like a witness or something?
Well, I guess they're just trying to figure
He
that
said
part
that there
out.
was. Well, the first cop that we talked to said there was 2 city folk witnesses.
Okay.
Pay attention to the dialogue, Robert.
Nightingales? They
Yeah,
come out from under
Robert.
the boulder.
It's not like we're talking over dialogue right now.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school.
I'll work and no
Lines
play,
switched
make
out
Jack a
and
dull boy.
edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into
Oh, shit.
terrifying depths.
felt like a message.
Yo.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them.
I know that voice.
An invitation. How could they not accept?
There he is.
End up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley.
They found the
Nightingale
script.
came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
That's such a hype way to like introduce Alan back into the game.
Yeah, that's really cool. Someone's playing with this with them, but they're characters in this story.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Alan's an owl
The
now.
sheer audacity of this
Like,
impossible
what?
mystery.
Can I help you?
Yeah.
Even if they
He's
knew
got his
they
wings
were
up like, huh? Come on. Oh, that owl was really rude.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him.
That sounds like her partner, just with the modulator on it, but I could be
I
wrong.
must find out what.
To me, it kind of sounded like Alan.
Alan.
Well, he just showed up, anime fan. His voice did, at least.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens.
No,
to
that's another
who.
game.
Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Something that I think is kind of fucked up is if what's happening is only happening because Alan is writing it. Alan killed that guy.
Yeah.
Well, to be
No.
fair, that guy did call him Ernest Hemingway.
I hope you didn't get
And a
That
bunch
is
of other
the-
ass.
That was a dick move.
crazy, flirting.
That is a crime punishable by death.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Did you just take that out of your ass?
No, he stored it in the same place Wile E. Coyote
Thanks.
stores
Let's
his
get the
signs.
car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
A damn
Noah, you
fine
want a
cup of coffee?
coffee?
I want a damn fine cup of coffee.
Me too.
And a slice
Seems
of
like
cherry
a nice town
pie.
so far.
Ew.
Murders aside. Pretty
What?
woods. Cute
do
lodge
you
we
mean?
got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Anime fans fan casting Sam Neill as Alan Wake. I mean, maybe back in the day.
Well,
Yeah, even
he's
like 20
pretty
years
old now.
ago, he would have been fine. He's too old now.
yeah,
A lunchbox again.
maybe in the
Love Sam Neill.
90s
Who's leaving these out here?
or the 80s.
My pick. I don't remember if you were here on that one, Noah. I suggested the guy. Not that I needed adaptation of this, but the guy who played adult Steve on The Haunting of Hill House. I
He'd
think would
be
be a
great.
good pick for.
Can't
That would be my
believe
pick
Is
for
Steve-
Alan Wake.
yet.
Is Steve the
Heart
main
removed,
guy? Or...
tripod,
Yeah, the
tracks leading
older
to a
brother.
dead end.
the writer. So it's like
Yeah,
there's
the
a
writer,
little bit
yeah,
of
yeah.
Alan get him.
Okay, yeah, I can kind of see that.
Maybe.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind
And
an
why
adaptation
take
of
out
the
his
first one.
heart just to throw it away?
Because I think you could tighten up some of that.
For us to find.
I don't know how you adapt this one.
Sure. Yeah, the first one has like a movie friendly
Yeah.
story. I can see how you
This
do
one-
that.
Does this one take more advantage of the fact that it's a video game?
Kind of. Like, this one is much more ambitious. This one, I feel personally, is even more Lynchian in
Here we are.
storytelling.
Let's drive back to town
Yay.
and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Well, one of our favorite sequences wasn't even in the main game. It was the DLC. Like, they
Yeah.
got really trippy with the environment stuff. Does this game do more of that?
Once you get into the back half a little bit, yeah.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach
It's
out
because
so
it's in your
directly
mind
before.
palace.
Damn impressive work so far.
So he can't get it out.
With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
What could possibly go wrong?
Remember Bright Falls?
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
Yeah.
I'm all set.
I'll pop
Oh
there
god,
around
there's a
10.
couple of monsters
I
in the
wanna walk
street.
to the diner, get a feel for the
Kill 'em.
It's not dark yet. You can't do that.
Are we gonna see the two old drunk guys?
Yes. So, Noah, because I know you've seen it, the musical section,
Yeah.
they have one too.
The diner's just up the water.
Oh yay.
Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
No, those are real musicians that are playing them. Like,
Oh,
they have
that's
a band.
awesome.
I didn't know about until I saw somebody on YouTube talking about it. Good lord, look at this.
Just how much coffee have you
Oh wow, this game's so pretty.
Hey, how's it going? Don't know, don't care.
Let's look around a bit.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Yeah, just this lighting is really, really well done.
Robert.
He's muted.
Noah.
I'm back.
This-
I'm back.
Robert.
The historic Elderwood Palace Lodge of Bright Falls. This building was constructed as a part of one of the early settlements in the greater Bright Falls area. Built in 1898, the building has been both in private and public use through the years and has bravely stood the test of time. In 2015, it was carefully taken apart and relocated here in downtown Bright Falls, where it was rebuilt into its original glory log by log. The Elderwood Palace Lodge reopened in Bright Falls in 2016 and has served its customers faithfully ever since.
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
Yeah, what was that? Sure, that's nothing of consequence.
It won't open.
I say that every time I try to open the locked door. It won't open.
It won't open. Out loud to yourself.
Ma'am, can we help you? It won't open.
Yes.
Anime fan said he did a book report on Ernest Hemingway. That's awesome.
He's one of those authors you read
One
in
of them?
school.
Yeah.
I read The Old Man and the Sea and was really bored.
Oh, boring.
Read Cauldron Lake. Look into news and rumors. Focus on 2010. Cross-reference with old case files from NYC Cult. Similarities / commonalities in methodology. Part of series. Find out name of good coffee from diner.
I wonder what could have happened in 2010.
And what the name of that damn fine coffee is.
The answer is the first game took place in 2010.
Oh. Did it come out in 2010?
Reasonably positive it did.
I can't get through this.
So this was what, 2023?
Yeah.
I remember this location, kinda.
Yeah. Well, you'll remember where we're heading.
We're going to the diner, right?
Yep.
Yay!
Welcome back, Anderson.
Are you done exploring a random building, Anderson?
Oh dear. Just you.
Oh dear.
The Oh Dear Diner.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here.
Recognize him?
I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's
No.
finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff.
Sean Ashmore?
I'm Sephra.
Yes.
You know, I would
Hell
say
yeah.
that-
Oh, really?
I started as a joke, and I was like, wait, I think that is Sean Ashmore.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm
Oh my
happy
god,
to
it's
hear it.
Iceman.
Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of
And
witnesses.
I got the right
They made
Ashmores?
them sound like suspects.
Because it could be Aaron.
Are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee.
I'm reasonably sure it's Sean
I'll see what they
Ashmore.
have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Yeah. Sean Ashmore.
We've looked through the
Hell
case
yeah.
files
Hell yeah.
ourselves,
He was the
Sheriff.
protagonist
We
in
had many
Quantum
people
Break.
besides the known
I don't know if you guys heard about that
victims
game. It was
go
kind of a
Oh.
disaster.
Oh.
Quantum Leap.
Which there's apparently a theory that this is the same character. It's just he's been put under the Alan Wake thing, like spell or whatever.
Hmm.
But that
Cool.
was an experiment in trying to combine a video game with a TV show.
Oh.
The problem is that the TV show parts were boring as shit, and you had to download them all to play the fucking game
No
because
way.
the TV show was interconnected into the game. So you do a bit of the game, and then you have to watch an episode of television.
That's kind of like the Donnie Darko director's second movie, Southland Tales. You had to read 3 graphic novels before watching the movie to understand what was going on.
Oh, the jukebox is out of order.
Oh no.
They can't play the coconut song.
We can't play copyrighted music on this YouTube stream.
That's like Final Fantasy 15, Noah. That's a
Oh,
really
yeah?
fun game, but the story is such a mess that there's like a prequel movie that you're supposed to watch and
Oh,
tie-in
God.
novels.
No, it's really good as long as you do all this homework to experience the story.
Like, I had a good time with the game, but the story is a bit of a mess.
Ma'am, I don't think you can go back here.
Yeah, we'll go to the bathroom. We're looking for clues.
Not to the locked door you were just at.
That's fine.
It's not opening.
There's so many locked doors.
Well, there's nothing back here. Time to order some coffee.
Why are you just standing up here?
He's just
Are you not
standing
gonna-
there.
Are you not going to
Minutes.
come in with me and help look for stuff? Like,
Excuse
I
me.
guess I have to talk to people.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Can you tell me what you saw?
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been
Every
lost.
town has one of those guys.
Unless skinny dipping
That's
is
just
a
Ralph.
thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Robert.
Square.
What makes you say it was a cult?
Are you just picking
The
randomly?
masks and knives aren't enough.
Nope.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Doubt. That's the doubt button.
What were you doing in Cogent late last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
All ties back to Alan.
Ellen.
Whoa.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Okay, people are dead, lady.
I need to know
It's
more
so
about
exciting.
the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
When we saw that cult in the prologue, I was getting Late Night with the Devil vibes with like the creepy
Oh, yeah.
woodland folk.
Yeah, I can see that. You got the deer mask.
Also a guy in a skeleton costume for no reason. He's maybe my favorite character in that.
Nah.
But that did come really close to making my top 5 last year. I like that movie a lot.
It was pretty good.
As in my honorable mentions. Who's
The
good?
cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace.
The cult leader is the Lorax. Oh my god.
Their spruce tree bag.
We speak for the trees, motherfucker.
My publisher will want this on the cover. Tammy found something.
They were killing the Onceler.
One of the cultists.
Yes, we cracked it.
Bookers were at cult.
We did it.
Why?
This is for the needs.
They say the writer
Bitch.
fell in the lake.
It's specifically the movie version of the Onceler and the
My
Lorax.
book has questions. Past the bold cover.
That didn't look like
They
Ed
broke in for
Helms.
the sake of Tammy's book.
He gained some
Nothing to
weight.
do with a murder.
Well, the character doesn't look like Ed Helms either. It's a voice role. Never mind. Much as America fell in love with Ed Helms, he wasn't fit enough to play the Onceler in a movie.
So you found something there, right?
Corpses are part of
A
the
necklace
past.
these cultists
You
may have
can't dwell on it
dropped.
too much. Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
They were staring at her, just spacing out in her mind palace the whole time. Then she ran out of the diner and ran back in.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe.
That's a dumb name.
I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your
I think it's a cool name.
How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
Silly Rose?
I don't think I do. And what?
Now that's a
horrible thing
dumb
happened to my
name.
baby girl.
It's important.
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories.
Oh my god.
TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
What a character.
What the hell?
So we have somebody that knows us that shouldn't know us.
And that her daughter apparently drowned, even though
And
she's still alive, I swear.
if you remember, that is Rose from the first game that was possessed by the darkness and drugged us.
Oh, I forgot that that was a character from the first game. Because we're not playing these back-to-back, John.
We are!
We're not! If we were playing them back-to-back, we would finish the first game and
X or
then start
square?
the second one. X.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
So she knows us, but we don't know what she knows that we should know that she knows.
Yes.
Yes.
My guys have Nightingale at the morgue. If you're ready to go take a look.
Let's
I
go.
was like, yeah.
Okay, see,
Yeah.
I got a lead. Looks
Were
like
you
we're dealing
paying
with
attention?
the cult of the
Interesting.
tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you
Always
heard of this
murder.
cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend.
Trees can be
Whether wizard
moida.
ain't the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff.
Guilty.
Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted.
Welcome, boys.
Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
That voice did not look like it should be coming out of that body.
What do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose?
We got a lot with the Arkham games where it feels like they just randomize voices.
Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest things.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
Best not to take it personally.
And they're always glad you came.
Ew.
Hmm.
Corpses
No,
are
no,
ready
no.
when you go. Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Lead the way. She steps in first.
What an asshole.
What
We
an
appreciate the
asshole.
support, Sheriff.
You guys remember the sheriff station?
Yeah.
So we share a morgue with the
I
funeral.
remember Alan being locked up in it.
And also, Noah, we literally finished this game and then, or finished the first one and then started this
But
one.
you can handle this.
I don't know why
I'm
you're
qualified
arguing
to
this.
perform
for.
Not on the same, not like at the same day or like the next day. There's some time in
Noah's
between.
in the right on this one.
Oh, Jesus.
Stuff has
I
happened
just-
in between.
I can't believe we're having this argument.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
John, did they do motion capture for this, or is it just their voice and some of their likenesses?
I'm assuming it's motion capture. Because I know, like, Alan and your partner here have, like, a face actor and then a different
Okay.
voice actor.
Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Uh-oh, we can see his peen more clearly.
What was the cause
Put
of
some
death?
clothes on him.
What other... There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing. How'd they manage that?
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
His heart grew 3 sizes that day.
After getting murdered, he learned the true meaning of
Time to
Christmas.
see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Right. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up.
No need of fat shame.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
I think that's his heart was in his chest.
No, they removed that in the opening.
Oh, right, yeah.
The heart, Osborne.
First, we attack the heart.
You think it's gonna get spooky?
Well, this is a spooky game, so no.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Oh my god.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, shit, is he about to get up?
I found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Oh.
Ah, shit, dude.
Ah, shit. Oh my god, I was right. Get him.
You get thrown because you're the main character.
I also found the page where this happens as soon as they take it out of his chest.
See into bright light.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
When you're lost in
Stay
the
in the light.
darkness, look for the light. And it's the mods from Last of Us 2.
He can't see me in the light.
Is it time to shoot a bunch of people in the forest for the whole game?
Yes. Don't move. His eyesight's based on movement.
Gotta move. Now.
Whoa.
Vanished.
He was some kind of nightman. Fighter of the day, man.
Champion of the Sun.
I can't find my way home.
He didn't have a heart.
How can
But
you
he still
see
All of it. It helped me fight him.
Wake me up.
Just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake.
Jake,
Saga
day
had to
man.
pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster. The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness.
You want to
in
get
them,
on my face?
made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker.
I was like, you
lights are
enjoying
off,
the
someone's
story?
there.
I am.
Hemingway brought you
Take a
here,
picture,
witch.
it'll
Get
last
out of my
longer.
house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror. Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightingale was, but wasn't a Taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the Dark Place, merged with ours. This place and the Dark Place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job. He'd be inside, waiting for her.
X.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on
That is
gas
correct.
hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward.
That show's canceled. X again, I guess.
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Robert's like, I don't
Sheriff
care.
More than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
X.
The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
But Scooby-Doo taught us that monsters are just people all along.
It's okay. All we need to do is take off Nightingale's mask and we'll see who this monster really is.
It was Noah all along.
Did the fucker take it with
I would have gotten
my
away
God.
with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids and your John.
You're Johnson?
Your John
No.
Johnson?
Meanwhile, back in the Mind Palace.
I was a child. I yearned for the mines.
I can't even open doors in my Mind Palace.
That's her continuous enemy, is just locked doors. No matter what. Not even in her imagination, she can conquer them.
This is every survival horror protagonist. There's so many locked doors.
Ellie, the door locks.
The door locks.
So what are we looking for?
Just to figure out where Nightingale went.
Maybe you went back for a dip.
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
So maybe something else in this room I'm missing.
Yerp. Noah, wake up.
I'm awake. Is there not any clues on that dead body?
I don't see any. I'll go back and check here in a second.
Can't be opened on this side.
Hey, ma'am. Yeah.
Would you like some help?
Is there anything on the table? It's annoying the way the light's reflecting on things in this room. It keeps making it look like there's something to interact with.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something on the floor.
There's lots of things on the floor.
Or no, maybe maybe it was just something.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
God damn it!
And that was the illustrated portion of the presentation.
As soon as you said that,
you were so excited too. There's something on the floor. Are you doing something?
We have to progress the story. Look at this wall.
It makes me feel alone.
Oh, it's Rabbit in a Snowstorm.
Why is it called that?
A dead man turned into a monster.
Oh, I don't know.
As a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future? There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
That is my complaint with this game, is if it's something you're missing on the murder board, I don't know of a way that you can tell. Other than just messing around with it. But I like this detective angle. You don't see this a lot in games.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I want a Batman game that goes more into the detective work.
So, Telltale.
Like this. But, like, better.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron.
Not that those games are bad, but the detective stuff's not that in depth.
We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Okay. We must hurry.
Gunshots, y'all okay?
Did you get spooked?
Well, you guys took a while.
You took your sweet ass time.
There's just a dead body on the floor.
Is everything okay, dead body?
We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That
That's terrible.
Oh, no thank you.
We'll do what we can, man.
He's in on it. He's a tree cultist.
He's got a deer mask in his pocket.
Nightingale's heart is missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk.
They're a fine pair.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a
What's the
tour
show?
guide also. It's bear season.
Is this a Saul Goodman commercial?
Oh no, a bear. Help.
I better call Saul.
Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable
Neil
prices.
Breen?
That's right. I'm Neil McCluskey.
Yes.
Tour guide by Coffee World Magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime.
No, if he was Neil Breen, he would be a hacker and a god.
Restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Yanko. Many local attractions have
No more books.
fenced off by the government, and that's why
This is actually a scene from that movie where Neil Breen plays twins.
we have both
Fuck
covered.
the government.
Oh wow. You think of everything, and we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National
This is the
This
weirdest
is a
setup
ve-
to a porno
this
I've
is a
ever watched.
very.
Fishing in the crystal clear waters of
Oh, it's weirder than Anthony.
I don't know.
I don't know. This is a very long commercial.
The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited
Write down the discount. Fuck.
Wait.
Oh, jeez.
Old ass computers.
Yeah, it's a Neil Breen set.
No, he would have laptops.
We were in this room in the first game. I don't know if you guys remember.
My client has been held here.
I don't, because we didn't just play the first game.
We did. Literally, that was the last game we played.
We literally played it yesterday. Oh, do we have to read all of these emails?
Oh god.
We'll make Robert read all of them.
It's not opening.
Fuck, it's got some kind of lock.
There's some
That's
kind of
fine.
mechanism preventing me from entering the room. Oh, god damn it. I know one of you is stealing the toilet paper. I've been counting them. And there's an entire roll missing every day from stock. Theft is taken seriously around here. It's a sheriff's station, for Pete's sake. One of these days I'm gonna catch you red-handed, and you'd better believe you're getting thrown out. What a disgrace you are. That was important for me to read, John.
It was.
What a joke.
What a joke.
Nightingale and his friends are dangerous. We need to be
University of American Samoa? Online classes?
Smart choice, Andy.
Gonna stand for this chicanery?
Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case.
But not our Alan. Could it be our precious Alan? Stealing the blind?
Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
He defecated through a sunroof.
I can't assume the person reading these pages isn't playing us.
And he gets to be an author?
But it's our best lead. This is the same symbol as that cult necklace.
Not exactly hiding in the
John's like, what the hell are you talking about?
What are you doing?
Well, hi, lady.
That is certainly a poll.
I'm gonna take a quick look around.
Okay.
Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
Keep this,
Merced won't roll over on the issues.
Roll over
yeah,
on the issues.
do you know who the mayor candidate is?
Senator.
Who?
A dog.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's amazing. Is it the dog from Silent Hill 2?
Silent Hill 2?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings.
We don't have time for your bearings.
We can get them later.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha ha. It's the same name, similar
Funny
job.
joke.
It's the first thing anyone thinks of.
Everybody laugh.
Annoyed me, but that was it.
Roll on snare drum.
10 years ago, I
Curtains.
started getting strange letters.
Freddie Juke?
in the mail.
Freddie
Fragments of
Juke?
Prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Yeah, weird that he didn't share that information earlier.
Or is that a plot hole?
Or is
Yeah,
it,
this game fucking sucks.
or is it Alan writing the story? The hearts.
The hearts.
The page
First,
says
we
Nightingale's
attack
in
the
something
heart.
called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve
Nothing's
the case.
impassable, Mario, only improbable.
Oh no, we're back in the woods. Is this gonna start to feel samey like the first game?
Oh.
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
Anderson, can you stop tweaking out?
We're not seeing the full
Put your
picture
gun away.
yet.
Hey.
Also, they're a cult
Hey.
that's really not ashamed of being a cult.
Hello, Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you.
That's not a
And
real
yes,
name.
Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things.
His name is
The
Elmo?
Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here.
What's
Speaking
your name?
if you're looking for some fun, stop by.
By the way, if you
I'm
didn't
not
put it-
Mr. Anderson.
You didn't put it together. That's the guy from the ad that we just watched.
There's sauna.
Oh, cool.
sauna de
Oh.
And we
Oh, no,
offer
yeah,
a
it does look
variety
like
of
him.
guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
So I'm guessing some of these quirky characters we're meeting along the way we're gonna see unmasked as cult members later. That's just my guess.
So this guy said that he works for the Federal Bureau of Control. That is the bureau from, say it with me, Control.
Control.
Ah.
I bet a family member made it.
Okay.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frayed.
There's no murders around here.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe.
We just have accidents.
Can right through a garbage can.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Ulla, Karjalanpiiri.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond
Sweden.
that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Okay, we're done for now.
Wow, that really bummed me out. It's sad.
Oh, okay. You stop responding.
Oh, it's my turn.
It's Roberto.
Maintenance note. Clear signs of tampering. Signal was rerouted. Transmitter that is not one of ours. I fixed it so any alerts will come our way, but it's definitely concerning. I'll make a report for the investigations department. Leaving this here in case I'm not the next person to fix this thing. If you're reading this, check for tampering. We may want to put more secure metal casings around the whole thing so that raccoons can't get to it anymore. Stephen, Chief Technician.
That was like every accent in one voice.
So what accents are you doing? Yes.
Well, according to John, every British actor who's ever existed can do any accent.
That's not what I said.
That's exactly what he said. This is a conversation you missed.
What was
I don't even remember what started it, but he was like, yeah, I wasn't sure if this guy could do like an American accent. I was like, I've never heard a British actor not be able to do an American
accent. And I'm like, he kind of put me on the spot, but I'm like, John, there's like a lot of them.
But one thing was really off.
And you couldn't name any of them.
You put me on the spot. Like,
well, yeah.
He was about to give you more.
I'm just because now I'm just thinking of ones that can.
Well, I brought up. Okay, we disagreed on this one. Like I brought up Benedict Cumberbatch, like as Doctor Strange, who's great, but his performance is very nasally and indistinct, and
he can.
It's not horrible
though.
Yeah, it's not the worst. I was just like, it's not great.
I wouldn't call it a bad American accent.
But also Tom Hardy's a big one where he used to have a reputation for like doing all these different voices, and I don't know if that was inaccurate or if he just picked like a couple of silly voices that he now fluctuates between ever since Bane. I'm not sure which it is.
Well, what you're talking about, his accent in Venom is
his Eddie Brock accent is not great, but it's just a goofy voice he does.
I'm Eddie Brock.
Perfect.
No, okay, yeah, Tom Hardy can't do an American accent.
Okay. And then a big one, because again, I was put on the spot and didn't think of it at the time. Anthony Hopkins, one of my favorite actors, brilliant actor, horrible at doing different accents.
Can you comb through the crime scene one more time,
Like,
just in case?
I don't think I've seen him in a role where he has to do an American accent.
he plays Nixon, and that was a choice.
When did he play Nixon?
The movie Nixon. I think that was Oliver Stone.
No, what are you talking about? His Hannibal Lecter is an American.
Is Hannibal American?
Isn't he?
He's like vaguely, he's like European or something, but yeah, he's like a specific voice, but...
Oh, John, what are you talking about?
No, wait. No, sorry, you're right.
According to Hannibal Rising, he's not American.
No, you're right. For some reason, I thought that in that movie he was, but I think it's just because like he's kind of just doing nothing super that stands out.
Yeah,
vaguely
it's
European.
very specific. It's very specific. But then, of course, and not just American accents. Like famously in Mask of Zorro, he's the most British sounding Hispanic man to ever exist.
And I haven't seen that, so that's fair.
I think I already read this.
Yes, you did. My bad.
Yeah.
No worries.
Robert distracted.
I was just reading it again. But...
And yeah, like he's good in Mask of Zorro. That could have been played by somebody else. Didn't need to be Anthony Hopkins.
I can't comment because I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Because when you said that, the first person I thought of immediately was Martin Freeman, but then
okay.
Well, his
It's gotten
accent,
better.
his accent in Fargo is really like cartoony, but I don't know.
That's Fargo though.
It works, yeah. Like,
Right.
But
I forgot he was British.
Martin Freeman?
Yeah, just because I've only seen him in a couple things, and like The Hobbit,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think he's doing a specifically British accent.
Yeah, he is. He's just it's just, you know, his normal voice.
Also,
I just feel bad.
Patrick Stewart, great actor.
I've never taken a case.
He always sounds like Patrick Stewart, even when he's doing American accent. Not the worst, but it's like he's not the most flexible with his voice, I don't think. Great actor though.
What are you talking about? He voiced the poop emoji, and it didn't sound anything like him.
The poop emoji.
Yeah, because I was thinking, because even in X-Men, he's just Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, that was a good call. That is actually for a long time why I just thought Professor X was a British character because of those movies.
Yeah, no, same.
Well, and then it's
But I think that was
weirder
a choice,
because in First Class, he like grows up in New York, but James McAvoy is not doing an American accent.
Yeah.
But he's not using his real accent either. Like, I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah,
trying
he's
to-
doing kind of a Stewart voice.
Yeah.
Because is he what, like Scottish?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he's
Scottish.
Scottish.
Yeah.
Blew my mind the first time I saw him just like talking in an interview.
Yeah, and you're like, whoa.
Ewan McGregor can kind of do an
Yeah.
okay American accent.
I'm trying to think.
Isn't Doctor
Yeah,
Sleep
he's-
is good?
He's really good in Doctor Sleep.
Oh yeah. Okay, he can do a good one.
In terms of actors who are great at different accents, Gary Oldman's pretty high on that list. I think he's very flexible.
Gary Oldman is just like a chameleon. Like when
He is.
when
There-
he's in a role, he
Mhm.
just disappears.
There's like that 2% British that always slips out. It's always like one line.
There's some moments in The Dark Knight where he's yelling.
Yes.
He's
My
like,
favorite.
They knew we were
Yeah,
coming.
that's it. They knew we were coming. Aye, mate. And you're like, whoa, whoa.
I have that with Bale. I don't know if it's his accent coming out, but when he's talking to Harvey Dent, he's like, "Schiff Thomas." Just the way he says that is very strange.
Yeah. Yeah, in Bale, I always forget what his nationality is or what his regular accent is, just because
I
he
think
also
Welsh.
does a lot.
It's like
That makes sense.
Welsh, English.
I think so, yeah.
But even in Batman Begins, like, I don't know if I'd call that an amazing American accent. It just works for the character, that he just sounds off.
Mhm.
Because he's so detached. And so I'd say it's kind of the same thing.
X.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Monsters, overlaps, rituals. What do you
Oh my.
make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is.
Yes. Alright guys, I gotta go, but I will be back.
Yep, I'm scared.
I will be back a little after 10. So, see you in a bit.
See you then.
Bye-bye.
Robert, with Bale, I think he's consistent. That like the accent is good enough because I don't really feel like it slips out, except for when he's Batman and has to do the growling voice. Him saying psychopath will always be fun.
Psychopaths.
You were excommunicated by a gang of psychopaths. You want to try that again?
Oh, the sun's going down, John.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Do you think we'll need to pause it all before Noah gets back, or should we be?
Maybe. The night sections tend to be pretty gameplay oriented. There's a point of interest here somewhere.
Something to do with that bucket. So on the map, does it tell you like specific areas? Like, hey, there's something there you haven't found yet?
Not always, but like, you see that?
Question mark. It's a Riddler trophy.
Oh God.
Greetings, Saga. Well, well, well. Let's see how smart you are.
Case so far, don't you think?
Like, oh fuck.
Okay, sure, but you have to admit, this one is particularly interesting.
Huh. I don't see anything.
Something about those oars. I don't like those oars.
I hear something. Oh, I bet. Oh, because yeah, there's a shotgun in there, but I don't have the key. Wonder. I wish there was one game where you could just shoot the fucking locks open. RE4 has that to some degree, but it's only like optional doors. Okay. I'm gonna follow his trail, but I don't know.
So it looks like the maps in this game are a little more expensive or expansive, not like
yes, they are quite expensive. Yeah, no, I would say this is a step up in just everything.
Not that the first one's like on rails. It's just, you know, it's very linear.
Yeah, this is much more open if that's what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
I was right. He went for a dip. Oh god.
A presence. Nightingale isn't fair.
Oh god, she's gonna find Victor Crowley.
No, wait.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold, like a doorway, leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
Not what I got from that, but okay.
You do you, girl.
We've played RE2 Remake. You can kind of see where the influence is here with like the camera.
Mm-hmm. There's something in the water.
Witch Ladle. Witch's Ladle. There's no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mystery stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree, named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers, if she was not a witch before she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the late she with the heart's late the heart she would she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf. Or so the legend goes.
You lost it in the last half there, Robert.
I just leaned into it.
Seems like it's
Yeah, what was that?
These aren't the same tracks that were here before.
That's not the most interesting thing going on here, lady. Look at the vortex. Oh god.
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
The fuse was in place. She found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped inside the witch's hut. Something rushed through her.
What do you want, man?
Familiar. She couldn't quite place it. Something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light. Saga felt safe, like nothing could hurt her here. There were objects that stood out to Saga as if the light had manifested them, pulled them from the darkness. A shift in reality, heavy with hidden meanings. A coffee thermos, a shoebox, a mop and a bucket, a poster on the wall, and in the cabinet, another manuscript page.
You know what, Robert? Let's go ahead and take a 5-10 minute break. Give Noah some time. We'll be back, folks.
We'll be back soon. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will be back shortly, but if you're in the live chat, let me know. What do you want to chat about?
The door locks.
The door locks, Ellie.
So what have you been watching?
I've been catching up on some older stuff. I watched a few Gene Hackman pictures.
Motion pictures?
Motion pictures, yeah. I finally watched French Connection 1 and 2.
Did you make a French Connection like a month ago?
Well, I did French Connection like, just a week or two ago. Definitely was a month. And then French Connection 2 I did yesterday.
I didn't even know they made a second one.
Yeah, it's pretty forgotten, but was received well at the time. It's a solid sequel. It's a good cat movie. It's the Rocky 2 of French Connection movies. Except they stopped there. He didn't fight Mr. T in the next one.
They didn't even make the best one.
Oh.
I finished the first Hunger Games book, so I think I'm gonna rewatch the movie.
Oh, cool. How did the book hold up? Or was that your first time reading it?
I read it once, like I think it was before the movies even came out. It's pretty good. The first one was my favorite when I read it the first time because it's just a battle royale story. But there's some really fucked up shit in that book that the movies don't do.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the movie?
Yeah, I've seen all the movies. The second one's probably my favorite, which is the popular opinion.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm just going off of the movies. I never read the books.
Yeah, I got curious because they just released that new book.
Mm-hmm. Hunger Games is a weird one where when that came out, that's like the closest thing I can think of to being the next Harry Potter in terms of YA novel, this huge phenomenon. and it just kind of came and went.
I mean, they're still making them.
They are still making them, but I mean, it's not like Harry Potter is still like a multi-billion-dollar property. Whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
And I guess it came out at the right time, since that first movie literally hit like a year after Harry Potter. It quickly filled that void.
So one thing the books do that the movies don't touch on is, do you remember in the book, in the movie, in the first movie, where they're attacked by like those mutts?
Yeah.
In the books, they are made to resemble tributes who have died in the games. So like, Katniss sees one of them, and for a second thinks that it's been made. They used like the eyes from them, and she thinks that one of them is Rue, the little girl.
Ooh, that's interesting. But you know, for 2012 mid-budget CGI, they may have made the right call, omitting that detail.
Probably.
Also, that movie might be the acting debut of Jack Quaid.
Yeah, it might be. I forgot
When
he
I
was
found
in
out
that
he was
until I
in
saw
it.
him in an interview about it.
Yeah, he's that guy. He's background bad guy, man. Which, you know what, good for him. People always complain about nepotism in Hollywood, but you know, he did the grind. He earned his spot. Where he is
Cameo
today.
in the second one.
Sorry, what?
He has a cameo in the second one.
I forgot.
But no, I do kind of agree with you, just because, and it's funny, it even kind of had the same trajectory as Harry Potter, where they released a prequel a few years later that I don't think anybody cared about.
Yeah.
And now they're doing another one.
Yeah, we'll see.
But people are raving about that book.
That prequel movie's a little unfortunate because, you know, infamously the studio made that director split the last book into 2 movies because, you know, Harry Potter did that, and that's how he make more money, and it's really stretched out.
I do remember that.
And then when he got around to doing the prequel movie, he was like, okay, I don't want that again. I want a story in one movie. The problem is there was enough material for that one that you could have made 2 movies out of it. So it is a little rushed. Like, it's all right. I didn't think it was bad, but when you get to the third act, it is pretty rushed. I'm like, oh, you could have made 2 movies out of this.
We'll see how Sunrise on the Reaping goes, because people are saying that book's amazing.
Oh, cool.
And I do think that is a better idea for a prequel than one about the President Snow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Haymitch is just a great character, and always the pushback to a prequel thing like that is like, well, what's the point? We know what's gonna happen. It's like it's all how you tell the story, the characters he meets, the arc, the journey he goes through. I don't have this aversion to prequels.
Austin asked me that, and I was like, well, I mean, I haven't gotten there, but like, I don't know, I like Haymitch. I want to see how he got to be who he is. I have heard the song from that last movie that's sung by Rachel Zegler. It's pretty good.
Yeah, she's a great singer. And Peter Dinklage is like one of the main bad guys. Is a standout.
Cool.
Noah says he prefers the Starving Games. Whoa.
Of course he does.
Have you guys done a watch party on that one?
No. That's one of the few parodies we haven't done yet.
Gotta check it off the list.
We do. We've watched as many as we have already. It'll be interesting to go back to them as I'm older, because as a kid I was just like, yeah, but like this is what every young adult book does. It turns it into you know, we
A
got to take
war
down the
revolution.
corrupt
Yeah.
system.
I think when Harry Potter did it, it was just kind of novel because you couldn't possibly predict that's where it was going with the first few
Yeah.
books.
No, because the first like 4 are just adventure books, and then the end of 4 is like, oh shit, like things have gotten real, and then 5, 6,
Mhm.
and 7 are like, no, this world is like,
Yeah, there's a war
fucked.
coming. Yeah.
And then because Harry Potter is what opened the gateway, you know, we had a slew of these young adult books that all did the same thing. Here's the corrupt establishment. Here's your unwilling protagonist. You know, like I read those Maze Runner books. Do you remember those?
Yeah, my niece really liked them, and I've heard the movies are pretty good, but I've also heard they go very different.
I haven't seen
From
the
the books.
movies, but I did read the books, and I had the same thing where the first one was really cool. You know, where they're just like trapped in this location and like they don't have a way out. And by the third one, it's another. We got to take down this corrupt establishment. I was like, again, I've seen this before.
Does Percy Jackson go down that route, or does that kind of just do its own thing?
No, so Percy Jackson is building to a war, but not against the corrupt establishment. It's the Titans are coming back.
Okay, it's not like the children of the gods have to take down the gods.
No, but what I do like is because the whole incident is caused by the gods ignoring their children. So when he fixes when he stops Kronos, he's like, look, going forward, because I've done this, I need you to start claiming your children sooner and not make them feel neglected.
That's an interesting idea.
No, that story really subverts some of those young adult stuff, and I love Percy Jackson. And he's a chosen one that chooses the prophecy. Because by the third book, there's 3 kids that could be the chosen one, so to speak. He's like, no, I accept this. I will do it.
Yeah, that's cool. Noah says he also likes the hungover games.
Stop it.
Also, get in here. We're waiting on you.
Yeah, what are you doing?
And I know everybody loved that first season, or at least people who watched it. I know they are working on 2, but it'll be interesting to see if they do finish that whole thing, or if they just pull the plug at some.
I gotta
they're
catch
taking their
up.
time.
Because I really did like what I saw of season 1. Because that is a series that got a shit adaptation. The first one's okay. The second one just goes off the rails.
And that, to my understanding, at least as far as the movies go, was a perfect example of like, well, this starts as more of a children's book thing where, you know, they grow and age, but we kind of want to skip that stuff and just do what every other YA thing is, them older teenagers played by young adults.
From what I have heard, because the characters are all older, what I have heard, and I can't speak for this is true, they didn't want kids to be running around with swords and spears and weapons.
That's bullshit.
So they mandated it has to be older, and it's a real bad example of 30-year-olds playing like 17-year-olds. Because, so for example, this is supposed to be a high schooler.
Yeah, it's what's his name? Logan Lerman.
Logan Lerman.
One of the almost Spider-Man actors.
He would have been a good older Spider-Man.
Yeah. I do like that guy. I like what I've seen him in.
And that is the first movie that I see.
Alexandra Daddario.
Yeah. Doesn't she look like she's like 16 or 17?
Yes. It's before her true breakthrough, which was of course Texas Chainsaw 3D.
No, it's not. Wait.
No, the first one was definitely before that. I don't know about the second. There might have been some overlap there. Because Texas Chainsaw 3D is 2013.
Oh, you're right. Because Percy Jackson is 2010.
Okay, gotcha. Noah said to go ahead and start. He'll be here in a second.
You Krispy Kreme motherfucker. But yeah, I would highly recommend. I mean, I would recommend the books just because I haven't watched the show yet, so I don't know like how close it is. But Percy Jackson is like my second favorite young adult series. And honestly, Rick Riordan is a better writer than J.K. Rowling.
That is probably true.
No fucking shit.
Well, and what's really cool with him is he's taken that concept and like he's done Egyptian mythology, Norse mythology, Roman mythology.
That's cool.
And kind of put it all in the same world. So they
It's like
do the
the
first
Thor
5.
comics.
They do the first 5 Percy Jacksons, which I wonder if that's where the show will stop or if they'll do. Because then after that, he did a sequel series that is the North. God damn it, the Roman mythology. And he addresses, how the Romans basically just stole the Greek gods. It's like an alternate personality of the already existing Greek gods.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But like Roman demigods have a completely different culture.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another
Look
page.
out, Noah. We think there's a
Following
witch
up
in
on a
here.
lead. Keep checking in.
Oh no.
And then I didn't really like the Egyptian ones, but I think that's just because I don't care about Egyptian mythology.
You gotta pick and choose which mythologies you care about.
But that's when you realize, oh, like he's gonna make a universe out of this because they're like across the river or ocean or whatever from Manhattan, and they see the events of one of the books, the Percy Jackson books, happening in the background.
There was an idea to bring
So
together.
if you've read those, it's like, oh, hey, I know what's going on over there.
Looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Welcome back,
Fucking litter
Noah.
bugs makes me sick. Sorry, what were we
Noah,
talking
when,
about?
Noah, when are we gonna watch the Percy Jackson show?
Never.
Why?
Because I don't give a shit about Percy Jackson.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
That's why you guys got into a conversation about it when I wasn't here.
Another page. Making
the image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch.
Is it a witch on a broom?
Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
I hope it's just like a cartoony looking witch, like Witch Hazel from Looney Tunes.
So this is fun because one of the collectibles in the first game was coffee thermoses, but they didn't seem to do anything.
But this time they do.
But this time they're safe spots.
Oh.
This time it's personal.
This time it's useful.
This time it's war.
Witch's ladle, towering over Saga.
Ladle.
Witch.
It's a funny
the
word.
Image of the witch in the sign. Nightingale's heart, a cold, dead lump in her hand. Her definition of sanity had changed since she arrived.
Yep,
in
still
the
here.
But she trusted the pages.
Yep,
Was forced
that's
to
me.
That's me.
Saga
You're
addressed
probably
the witch.
wondering how I became an owl on a
Wanted to
wall.
read the first part of the ritual words, the smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory, the words she had read on the page. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. This was the key. The tree was the threshold.
We need the heart.
That's what this game's all about. It's about the heart.
It's the proof that Tony Stark has a heart.
We need to go back. Noah, when are we gonna watch the Hunger Games movies?
Never.
Why?
We got it for a Jack Quaid marathon.
We're doing a Jack Quaid marathon?
Yeah, we're gonna watch that. Scream 5.
Yeah.
So exclusively bad movies that he was in.
Whoa.
I mean, Scream 5 is not the worst Scream movie.
It's probably my least favorite.
It's pretty good. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What a bad take.
I think 3 is a more interesting movie than 5.
I agree. I hate the way it retcons that first one.
3
No,
I think
for sure,
is...
yeah.
There's
It's
stuff
sad
I like.
because I think at one point 3 was the worst Scream movie. I don't think it is anymore.
It's not 6.
No, it is 6. 6 is atrocious.
No, 6 is good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Says the Scream 5 hater.
I'm not actually really a hater of Scream 5. It's very mediocre.
Well, since you love
What the
Scream
hell
3,
was that?
I'm sure you're hyped for Roman Bridger's epic return in Scream 7.
Oh, hell yeah, baby.
They're bringing everybody back. Oh, God.
No, I'm not seeing Scream 7.
What the fuck is that?
I will watch it at home.
Hi, sir. Put the axe down. Sir,
No,
this is
you-
a Wendy's.
You mind dropping the hatchet?
Like Nightingale.
Lady, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the store.
Noah, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch Scream 7 for the channel.
Fuck, you're right. I won't watch it in theaters.
Neither will I.
Yeah, no.
Saga at the general store.
Saga edged toward the broken door, her gun ready.
Does that come out this year? Scream 7?
No, that's next year.
Okay.
The Cauldron Lake General Store was
I
overcrowded.
do admit I am
left to
just
rot.
curious because, like,
Saga thought
with
about
everything
the
we
cult
know
of the
about that, I
tree,
can't put it
They'd
together
been
in my
there,
head what they're
waiting,
doing.
planning a gruesome ritual murder. Meanwhile, they
They're
played cards
throwing
in the
shit
general
together,
store
my friend.
like it was just another late night.
I
poker
think
game. Saga stepped closer to the door.
I think it's gonna be
Had the
Sydney
animal broken it?
hallucinations.
There was a
That's how
loud
they're bringing
crash.
back all those people.
Saga found herself face to face.
That's the
with
only
a
thing that makes
cultist,
sense to me.
A hulking figure in a raincoat. We watch in the night. Wild eyes.
The
behind
Matthew
plastic
Lillard of it all
cameras,
is the question.
An axe in his raised hand.
Are you guys
I think
ready
they could
for
probably get
shitty CGI Matthew Lillard?
Yes.
Or is he the one they're bringing back? Are they finally doing
I
the
feel
fan
like-
Fury thing?
Yeah,
Because that was
that-
my first guess when that was announced.
That's what it'll be, and it'll be cringy, and Scream fans will be like, "Oh my god,
yay!"
Lady Fortuna at the counter."
You know, even though I'm not a big fan of the show so far, I am really looking forward to seeing Matthew Lillard in Daredevil in the next season of Daredevil. I hope he plays somebody cool.
Oh, is he in that?
I didn't know he was gonna be in that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's being Born Again season 2.
I will watch anything with Matthew Lillard. Almost anything.
Almost, I think. Yeah, exactly. No, I don't know. Like, have him play the owl. Like, let him be a villain. It'll be fun. I hope he's not just like politician man, dad of character. Like, I hope he's not wasted.
I feel like they're
That'd
gonna
be so
waste
boring.
him.
Don't waste him like they did in Five Nights at Freddy's.
But no,
Yeah, he'll be in the sequel.
they'll redeem themselves with Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Did you watch the trailer for that, John? I didn't.
I haven't, but I have
didn't watch
heard
the
people are freaking out about it.
Are they really? You know we're gonna have to watch that because we watched the first one.
Yeah. The first one is one of my favorite commentaries we've done just because both of us were like, what is happening?
Oh, really? Because for that reason, it's one of my least favorite commentaries we've done.
I just thought it was really funny.
I felt like I had nothing to say. I just felt like it was probably a really boring video for people. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
Don't fuck with the Five Nights at Freddy's fans.
Oh, we probably made a few of them mad in that video.
Yeah, because that movie sucked.
That movie is not good.
Don't forget to update codes. So it's 723 maybe? What do you mean, don't forget to update code? What does that mean? The numbers, Mason, what do they mean?
I don't think yelling at the game will give you the answer.
Yeah, I didn't mind the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, but should be noted that I watched it the same day that I watched Exorcist Believer and Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey.
So you have watched one good movie.
It's better than Exorcist Believer.
It is. I'll stand by that.
I don't think that's even controversial.
Right? Like, that's the thing you could see somebody saying, like, oh, come on, like, objectively, Exorcist is clearly the better movie. It's like, no. It's trying really hard to be important, and that makes it worse.
That makes it worse. Exactly. That's,
Five Nights at Freddy's at least appealed to Five Nights at Freddy's fans. Exorcist Believer did not appeal to Exorcist fans.
Hey, there is one Exorcist fan out there that's like, yeah, that's the greatest sequel of all time.
Yeah, no, I mean, it has its defenders, but I also think, not to generalize, every time I see, like, somebody defending that movie, it's like, oh, so, like, you didn't watch the first one, or, like, you, like, that's a vibe I get anyway.
No, I've talked to a couple people that like it, but they don't like the first one. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But this one's about community.
About family.
And it's
what's
hard.
so powerful about it.
But this one included all the roles. Therefore, it's more progressive, better.
The thing I can say about Exorcist 2 is that it dethroned
about
Exorcist Believer is that it dethroned Exorcist 2 as the worst movie in the series.
That's true.
It's not both cuts of Exorcist 4.
I've seen both cuts.
Oh god.
That's more of an interesting situation. If you guys haven't seen either version of that movie, you should watch both just as like a good comparison piece.
I'm beginning to think Noah is the world's biggest Rennie Harlan fan.
No, that's the worst version. Fuck that movie.
No, you keep trying to get me to watch Rennie Harlan movies.
But just Die Hard 2.
And Exorcist 4.
That one's interesting because I think the reaction at the time was people seem to prefer the Rennie Harlan one. Like, well, it's a better scary movie, and then like 20 years later, people are like, nah, the other one was better. The other one was more interesting.
So, full disclosure, neither are good.
Yeah,
but the Paul Schrader version is the better movie. Yeah, I don't know. It's the Rennie Harlan. If you're going to that for more of like a scary movie and just more of like an entertaining like horror experience, sure, that I guess that delivers more, but I don't know. I think the original version takes its time to develop the characters a bit more, and I think Stellan Skarsgård gives a better performance in that version.
That makes sense.
But not a glowing recommendation.
Still not a good movie. The Rennie Harlan version is your favorite movie ever.
Yes, I don't even remember what that movie's called.
Is that
like
that one's the beginning. No, I think Dominion's the other one.
Dominion is the original. That's the Paul Schrader version.
That came out second.
That one's called Dominion prequel to The Exorcist.
Great
I
times.
am shocked more studios haven't tried. Like, let's just recut this movie and re-release it for more money in theaters.
Yeah. Like Batman Forever. Make it, you fucking cowards. It's the 30th anniversary. I want it.
Do it. Do it for Joel Schumacher
And Val.
and Val.
These symbols mean something.
Hell if I know.
Wait a minute. That.
Noah, that's just an elephant crossed with a rhino. What are you talking?
What?
What you just said.
Hell if I know. Oh, I see.
That's cute. It's really funny you to say it out loud.
Thanks for walking me through that joke, Robert.
Jokes are always
Great.
funnier when you explain
When you
them.
explain them.
When I piece them out in my head.
it was a Zach Galifianakis hangover scene with like all the numbers.
Yeah. Oh Lord, I'm tired.
Oh, wake up.
It's not even that late.
Confused? Follow the steps. Wash hands.
You already read it.
We're not gonna know what the steps are.
Now is for step 2.
Now we attack the heart.
Okay, we got like an hourglass and like an hourglass on its side and like a couple upside down triangles on top of each other.
Make the shape of an hourglass, kinda. That one's a little bit like an hourglass as well. And
She's just saying this all out loud.
Anderson, why are you talking like that?
So it's got to be like, is it like the order you see them in the building? Because you know I've seen those
So-
on the.
Alright, so wash hands. So let's go look at the sink. I want to make sure I got the symbols right. Okay.
So that's
it's
on its side.
sideways. And then what was it? Take the chicken out of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Up and down.
So that's the up and down.
And then take a nap, side to side. Okay.
Got it.
We cracked
See,
it.
that took a few seconds, unlike Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Right? This is a puzzle I can get behind.
Yeah, so you have that, and then
The up and down, like the hourglass, yeah. And then the left, right.
What?
Uh-oh.
Okay, yeah,
Oh.
that one.
I must have just had
Oh.
one of them wrong.
Looks like
Okay.
tools of the trade.
We did it.
Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. Yeah, I'm sure that helps. Just leave supplies. Don't take them.
I'm no tree. I am an ant. How crazy it would be if that's where we're going? That's the end of this game.
That'd be amazing.
A wizard should know better.
You're just shooting tree people. You're just shooting the ents.
Am I the bad guy?
Sad
You're
we haven't gotten another like big budget AAA Lord of the Rings game.
Who knows what they're doing with that franchise now?
You didn't play Gollum?
No, that looked like shit.
Oh yeah, that was a big budget AAA game.
No, the last one was those Mordor games.
Mordor. Yeah, which I've never
which
played.
Were fun,
Oh,
but
yeah.
basically fan fiction.
John, why didn't you want to play Gollum? He has a little friend in that game.
I don't like Gollum.
You don't like Gollum?
Wow.
Get the fuck out of here.
The only Gollum I accept is the lizard-looking one from the animated movie.
What about the one from the Bakshi movie where he's like, "Oh, my precious baby."
He's Mike Myers.
Lego Star.
That's what he sounds like in that movie. Remember?
No.
He's like, "Oh, I want the precious."
Peter Jackson.
What about the
Peter
Rankin
Jackson
Bass
should
one?
have made his Gollum look more like the Green Lizard one. Then those movies would have been good.
He's green in Return of the King. I don't think he's green in The Hobbit. He's a gray.
It's not Return of the King where he's.
And
the
now
little
I'm
green
Gollum
thing.
of the Whites.
In Return of the King, what?
It's not Return of the King where he's the little green dinosaur thing.
Well, it's the same character design as the Hobbit one, but he's green for some reason. And in the Hobbit, he was just gray. But both is that frog-looking creature.
Oh, okay.
And then the
those
Bakshi
kind of
one.
ran together for me.
In the Bakshi one, he just kind of looks like a really skinny man.
I mean, Return of the King, the animated Return of the King is like also incomprehensible.
Yeah, it's really weird we got that whole saga adapted like in order in animation. You just have the Bakshi one in between sandwiched by two Rankin Bass versions.
Yeah, and we watched that like a trilogy. It's a very strange experience.
Because I haven't watched those. There's some over right with the Bakshi one and then the
Already got the answers to
Rankin Bass Return of the King. Like, or am I wrong on that?
There probably is. I don't remember the Return of the King one too well, and I think I fell asleep when we watched it.
Because I've heard it's like not even trying to be a continuation of the Bakshi movie.
No, and it wouldn't in the first place, I think, because they're all different creative teams, and I think I think they were told to make a Return of the King movie
I need to find Nightingale's
just because I don't think it really had anything to do with the fact that the Bakshi movie adapted the first two books.
That's so weird.
It's very strange.
Yeah,
It just
I think
kinda
at the
worked out
time,
that way.
I think at the time there was like some weird rights, like to movie discrepancy with the individual books.
Yeah, so I think it was more so to do with that than like synergy with the Bakshi movie. Oh, it's the symbols.
I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist wasn't close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what
Moon
I need to
spots.
find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
It's in the lake.
They played cards in the general store. The witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
Well, you were way off on that one, Robert.
It's in the fridge in the lake.
Go under the lake. There's a fridge there.
It's just the ending of Top Secret. She gets in a fist fight.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
I love how surreal that movie gets.
Yeah.
The movie that you guys wanted to watch the other night.
Yes.
Yeah.
but
And
Noah lied.
You were too busy being like, I want to watch Turbo.
Yeah, we gotta show you Turbo, and then Robert like.
Yeah, but Robert doesn't want to
decided
watch
not
it again. We
Yeah,
ended up
Robert was
watching
supposed to-
Shirk.
Robert was supposed to back me up, and then went, "Fuck you."
I need to check the general.
I brought up Turbo. I was like,
Yeah, but
No,
you,
'cause
you weren't gonna watch it with me, with us, so I didn't have any legs to stand on.
because I just watched it.
Gotta watch it again.
Yeah, but I'd rather watch good movies like movie 43 and
That's true.
and Shrek 4D.
Well, I would have been down for Top Secret, which Noah suggested because he's like, "Hey guys, it's on Paramount Plus."
The
Oh,
solution has to be in here.
it's not. Oh, thanks for getting my hopes up, Noah.
I'm sorry, just watch Lied to Me.
The text
Ew.
on the heart
Watch
is
it some
clearer
other
now.
time.
Legible.
That's a movie that's on Netflix like every other month. I've caught it on there a couple times.
I knew it would be here.
That's the fridge, it's the heart.
The dead man's chest. Don't stab the heart.
And now I need to give the heart to the witch.
Don't stab the heart.
The Dutchman must have a captain. Speaking of Stellan Skarsgård, who was in the beginning, it's all connected.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you
Watch
go.
yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through
Whatever happened to that guy?
blindfolded.
Is there a reason he's like not in the
Stellan
fifth Pirates
Skarsgård?
movie?
Okay.
Oh, Will's father, the
I'm on route to
character.
witch's
Oh,
lake.
Bootstrap Bill.
I need to perform a ritual to open the
well,
overlap.
he probably didn't want
Did
to
he
come
just
back.
die?
It's getting weirder.
Well, isn't he part of Davy Jones's crew?
Well, he's part of
Yeah, but Will's in that movie.
He's part of Will's crew.
I didn't watch
After.
5 because 4 was bad.
I haven't seen 5 either.
4's not bad, but 5 is.
4
is not great.
No, 4. People pretend like 4 is the worst movie ever made. It's really
No,
good.
it's not. I need to watch it again. It didn't. Sure.
It's a perfectly fine movie.
I remember watching it like that, just the action, Jack antics and stuff. I was like, oh, this is really forced and clicking.
No, we get it. Pirates 4 is your favorite of the series. It's okay.
It's my
I
second
like
least favorite.
I like Blackbeard. I like Penelope Cruz.
Yeah, Ian McShane and Penelope
I
Cruz.
hate that we get rid of most of the Black Pearl crew. I think that was a mistake. I know they bring a couple back in 5. It's diminishing returns at that
Yeah,
point.
Marty comes back, but not Pintel and Rigetti, the best ones.
Yep. I love Marty though.
It was good to see him again. But,
Yeah, and,
but that
and
movie
Gibbs isn't in 4 enough for being just a solo jacket. Gibbs should be in that movie.
I will say it's not as well directed as the Gore Verbinski movies. 4
Few things
just
are.
kind of like, yeah, it's just not as well made.
Yeah.
But
You can see the money on screen though. Like that was the most expensive movie ever made at that time.
Well,
at least it shows. I guess.
It's funny you say that because I don't see that. I don't really see the money on screen in that movie. I see it more with 3, which was the most
certainly. Yeah.
That was the most expensive movie ever made before 4.
But I think what 4 has going for it even more than 3 though, it's all the real locations, the real sets. It's like just also compared to like what most of those blockbuster movies look like now. It's just like, oh my god.
I get
like,
it, Robert. You hate
it's all
modern
real.
blockbusters.
Yeah. A lot of them aren't good.
A lot of them aren't good. Yeah.
And also, according to John, I like everything, so he needs to get his story straight.
I really do not. You like
we're-
everything
yeah.
until you don't.
We're getting heated.
We'll watch Party Pirates 4 at some point. I need to give it another shot.
No. Wait.
I think we did
Oh, we
the
also have to do
trilogy. We did the trilogy once. I don't remember if we did 4.
No, we were supposed to do 4 and 5, and then Austin bailed on us.
Yeah, he always bails on us.
If they ever get that 6th movie made and it's a failure, then it will perfectly mirror Terminator, where the back half is all failed trilogies that keeps resetting. Because 5 completely scraps the cast. It's like the Force Awakens soft thing.
Well,
yeah, I doubt they'll continue that.
One guy from 5 comes back, or from 4 comes back in 5.
One guy
Oh
from
yeah,
5 comes back, so you've already
what's
seen
his-
Pirate 6?
What's
Yeah,
that guy's name? Stephen Graham.
Stephen Graham,
That
yeah,
guy.
the
Yeah, I
guitar
like that
guy.
actor a lot. Yeah, I didn't like his character in Pirates 4, but I do like that actor a lot. Whenever he pops up and stuff.
I like him in The Irishman.
Hello, Jareth.
Hello.
Hey, Jareth, how's it going? I think if they ever get 6 made, they'll try to set up another like crew of new characters, but also make it a proper Jack send up. I think that is.
I see. I don't think it's very likely at all that they bring Johnny Depp back.
Now that it's been a few years, I think it's possible.
I still, I don't know. I think what, and you know, whatever you feel about that situation, and you know, the outcome of it.
Oh God!
Even though, whoa!
Get away from me!
Even with the outcome that happened, I think too many people would be mad that he was.
That's
that
still
he
a
was,
really
you know,
popular
hired.
character.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened.
Me neither. But it's Disney likes money, and that's still a really popular.
They do.
Oh God.
He also said that he would never work with Disney again, but
He
at the
said
same
that.
time, at the same time, I know he can be bought. You know,
Right. I do think he probably needs like a movie or two under his belt that's like, okay, we can work with this guy again. Like he's not going to be an ass on set, and I don't know. He's done a couple commercials that I've seen.
About Johnny Depp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny
No,
Depp.
he didn't need commercials.
I also just don't. Just let that franchise die, because no matter what you do with it at this point,
Unless you bring Babinski back, I'm not interested.
I think you can't have that
that's
series.
on the cards.
You can't have that series without Jack, and I just don't know what else there is to do with Jack.
But I also think because that reboot they were gonna make didn't materialize quickly, I think it makes it that if they get another one, they will try to get Jack, because that window's kind of past. You know, where
Yeah.
we were trying that a lot with like Ghostbusters 2016, MIB International, those types of failed.
Yep.
Like, okay, let's stop trying that.
It is insane that we tried that with Men in Black.
Yeah. But John, Thor Ragnarok was a hit.
Like I think MIB3 was okay from what I remember.
It's alright.
But 2 sucked.
2's bad.
And then 1 is great.
2 is a movie that was hated then and has not seen much reappraisal. I don't
Yeah,
see
'cause
a
it's
lot of...
boring as shit.
I do not see a lot of... MIB2 is actually good. Secret Gem. It's like, no, that's just a bad sequel.
Die?
That completely ruins the ending of the first movie.
But we need to bring them both back. We got to replicate the magic.
Even though the first movie established a new status quo.
No.
Oh yeah, get
Fuck
away
that
from me.
Status quo. They don't even acknowledge. I don't even remember. I don't think they even acknowledged the status quo that was set up at the end of the first movie.
Oh, they
'Cause
do.
he's
His partner decides to go back to being like a more person, so he
Okay.
mind wipes her.
Hit.
Show me the terror.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I remember it's his partner's Patrick Warburton at the beginning.
Yes.
I don't remember if they even acknowledge her.
Yeah, there's
she
like
goes
one
back to
throwaway
being
line.
the corner. Noah, is this spooky enough for you?
This is pretty scary.
Yeah.
Map. It's CRC TV.
That's old TV. Get away.
Tree.
It's the tree to jump down.
Don't go inside it.
We're going deeper, Leo. Well, that just happened.
I think I'm in the overlap. Are you still on your way?
The Overlap Hotel.
Casey.
That's a different place.
Fuck. Okay, Saga. Going in solo. Logan? Logan!
That's not Hugh Jackman.
What the fuck was that?
Logan!
Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things.
So, based on the information we have, is the idea that he currently has a son who is a... And that's why she was like, freak... Oh, okay.
That was
Her
a
daughter's name
girl's
is Logan.
voice.
I was talking about the... I was talking about the diner lady. Like, didn't you have a son who died?
Yeah,
Who's
so
drowned
she mentioned that that Saga had a child that drowned here, but Saga's mind, she's never lived here.
I think she's going crazy.
No, Robert, she was the caretaker. She's always been the caretaker.
But you've always been here.
Do we want to call it at the end of this chapter?
No.
Noah?
We're gonna beat the game tonight.
Oh, okay.
Jared,
don't
if
you
anybody went to the movies this weekend, he says he saw it working. I don't know what that is.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's the
That's
Jason
like-
Statham movie.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still making movies?
Yeah,
It's
it's pretty
Jason
good.
Statham, and I think it's David Ayer directed. it,
Yeah.
too.
Oh, God.
And they just made what, The Beekeeper like a year ago.
Yeah.
So they're the new team.
I've heard this is fun. I've heard it's fun.
Like a nightmare.
Yeah, it's got the Rush song in it. Probably not.
Jump. Might as well jump.
Oh yeah, that's Rush.
The writer went into the lake, banished the dark presence. Taken still lurked in the woods. The dark place receded.
Tomorrow I'm gonna go.
The current pulled back
Taken.
those with darkness inside.
Tomorrow I'm gonna go see Princess Mononoke in theaters because that's
Ooh,
really
cool.
Presence.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen that yet.
The witch had stolen his.
I saw that in theaters like
The dark place.
8 or 9 years ago. Loved it.
Wandering to themselves.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
I'm lost.
It's one of the Studio Ghibli movies I haven't seen all the way through. I watched part of it, I think, before, but I might have fallen asleep or
For rent in Bright Falls.
turned it off for whatever reason
Said
when
that.
I was a kid. but I'm excited to watch it in theaters.
In the theater.
The theater. On the big screen. And it's a new 4K remaster too, so
Their shape
it
shifted.
can look good.
Echoes of the writer's dreams, fading in, fading out. The next story and the story after that.
Well, people won't go see new hand-drawn animated movies. The old...
don't even get me started.
Robert, it's not that. It's just nobody gives a shit about Looney Tunes.
Oh,
no one. They didn't advertise the movie.
It's also barely playing anywhere. Like, I would have seen it. Neither of my theaters got it.
You two need to watch it.
Robert, you don't understand. Nobody cares about the Looney Tunes.
Oh, I forgot you were
WB.
David Zaslav's bitch.
Nobody cares about the Looney Tunes as he throws away the Looney Tunes and destroys the animation studio.
And then at CinemaCon, we're celebrating Looney Tunes.
Oh god. You guys gotta watch that movie though. It's great.
I'm excited to
I'm
see it.
looking forward to watching it when I can.
I'm surprised it's not on VOD yet.
It does sound like for the few theaters it's in, like it has made some money. Like it didn't get immediately pulled after a week. That's good. Like the people who can see it seem to be seeing it.
It was hanging in there longer than I expected. Like it's not making real money or anything, but you know, it had
now,
legs.
And now with Coyote versus Acme, it seems like the time, like, okay, that they probably want to give like
Been on the trail of the writer forever.
marketing
The
run
writer
for,
despised. Hemingway, Bukowski.
and get it in more screens.
I'll get you. I'll find you.
Especially since that's like the one everyone has talked about.
I'm sorry, Robert, but the close up of the owl with "I'll find you, I'll make you pay" was really funny to me.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you return my daughter, that'll be the end of
Shadows
it.
shifted on the platform.
As Frank Drebin Jr.
The cult of the word.
Dad.
The cultists lean close.
I love you, Dad.
I carry his words close to my chest now.
And that is great casting in theory. I love Liam Neeson's deadpan humor.
Murdered.
I just hope the movie leans into that.
They didn't get him.
Yeah.
He was reborn at a
I mean, I guess he could do it. I haven't seen Liam Neeson in a lot of comedy.
sent to find
He's like the one funny scene in that Seth MacFarlane Western movie.
Yeah, I know that I guess he's really good friends with Seth MacFarlane.
Or was it
'cause he's
Ted? Like
producing-
Ted, he also has a cameo in, I think.
Yeah.
He's pretty funny.
MacFarlane's also producing the new Naked Gun movie.
Oh no.
Who is that?
Yeah, the genius that created John's favorite show.
Yeah, spooky
Okay,
trees.
I do not
I didn't
have
know
the
this.
ammo for this.
Gareth
Where is
says
the
that the Working Man movie is based on a book by Chuck Dixon and the screenplay is by Stallone. I didn't know that.
That
at
is
all.
correct. Yeah.
Okay, now
That's cool.
now I'm curious. Ayer still makes me nervous, but
He's made some good movies.
I mean, I'm sure he has, but I've only seen this his Suicide Squad.
Suicide
and,
Squad.
Bright.
Why did you watch Bright?
I don't know. It's terrible.
I forgot about that movie. I was thinking of Brightburn. I was like, what are you talking about? Oh,
no, Bright.
right, yeah.
The Orc movie.
That Netflix original classic. Yeah, so you've seen like his two work.
I do not
Written
have
by
the
Max
ammo.
Landis. Yeah, I never saw. I still have to see Training Day. And did he do that cop movie like End of Watch or whatever it's called?
Yeah, that I heard.
That one I'm curious about because it's got Gyllenhaal.
Mm-hmm. And his
Like
war
Megan?
movie. Yeah. His war movie Fury. That was pretty cool.
Oh shit! Time to run, Saga.
Run, Saga, run! Fly, you fool.
You fool of a took.
Hurt yourself in next time and rid us of this saga.
Oh, speaking of Rennie Harlan, I just learned about a movie I never knew existed, but it makes sense given that it's during Stallone's slump period.
Yeah.
Stallone wrote and starred in a movie called Driven from 2001, directed by Rennie Harlan.
Oh boy.
And bombed horribly and apparently was terrible.
I've never heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess, are you telling me about this because I am, according to John, I am the biggest Rennie Harlan fan?
Yeah, you gotta check it off your watch list.
Everybody knows it.
Well, okay, then if I'm the biggest Rennie Harlan fan, I would have already have seen it, right?
No, because you never watch movies.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he had a good thing with Stallone for a minute there, since he did Cliffhanger, which I've never seen.
I still need to see.
Damn it.
Ooh. He'll be fine.
But the only movie from him that I actually like is The Long Kiss Goodnight, but that's because it's a Sheen Black script.
That's not true. You wouldn't shut up about Die Hard 2.
I think Die Hard 2 is okay. I do think
it's not terrible.
It's not quite as bad as
So
people
boring.
say it is. It's kind of boring, yeah, but
Got a couple fun action scenes.
I think it's better than 4.
I don't.
I think
You lost me there.
4. I think 4. I just don't like the action in 4, and it goes too far.
At least there's
It's like-
action in 4.
I think there's some pretty fun action in 4. You get a car and an elevator. Come on.
It goes too far with the John
jet
McClane.
scene's ridiculous.
Yeah, he doesn't feel like a human anymore.
But there's lots of good action bits throughout it.
Man.
Where'd he go?
No, we're comparing it to Die Hard 2.
Where nothing happens
Yeah,
for like
I think the
3/4
action
of
in
the
Die
movie.
Hard 2 is better.
Like the
Told
scene
you
with
it
the
was the world's
grenades that
biggest,
don't go off for like 20 minutes.
I told you he was the world's biggest Rennie Harlan fan.
Apparently. But yeah, I need to see Long Kiss Goodnight. I hear mixed things. I hear some people say it's great. Others say, oh, it sucks because it's not direct Shane Black. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
watch.
really liked it though, and it's Gina Davis and Samuel L. Jackson, and that's actually Samuel L. Jackson has said that is his character and that is his favorite character he's ever played. And he's really good in that movie. He's great.
Isn't that the movie that killed Gina Davis's career?
No, that was Cutthroat Island.
Right.
Right before it, I think. Which
Yeah.
is also directed by Rennie Harlan.
By Rennie Harlan.
God
That's
damn it,
what.
Rennie Harlan.
That's the movie that led to their divorce, I think. Not to speculate too
Or
much, but
you'd say. I'd say it paved the way toward it, because, I mean, Long Kiss Goodnight was the following year, which, of course, he directed, she started, so it's... Yeah, I think it was the biggest bomb in history for a while, because, let's see, so it cost over $100 million, and it made $16 million total.
Yeah, and I've not seen that, but that's a notorious movie.
Yeah, and then Long Kiss Goodnight, I think, was like a modest hit, but it just, at least at the time, came in. Wasn't huge or anything.
I think it's an underrated gem.
I should check it out.
It's a good Christmas movie.
Stay tuned for Noah's 3-hour-long video essay. Why the Long Kiss Goodnight is an
waiting.
underrated gem.
I will make that.
And why Die Hard 2 is great.
I'll spend most of the time just summarizing the movie. Like a lot of
No,
other
but-
videos.
But like I said, Die Hard 4, I like Timothy Oliphant as the villain. I like that. Kiss to Kira, dude.
I just remember when he gets shot at the end.
Yeah, it's a good scene.
And I remember the Kevin Smith scene.
Oh yeah, it's important cinematically. It's how Kevin Smith and Bruce Willis met, and as we all know, they were lifelong friends.
later lead to the masterpiece known as Cop Out.
When are we gonna watch party that?
I've never seen it.
We're turning off Alan Wake.
Who are you?
What is this?
Oh shit.
Who are you?
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
To escape. In danger. The Dark Presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it.
I am the danger. Oh god.
You take a look at Alan Wake and you think that of me?
Hey! Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! He got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The Dark Presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
My god.
Well, in Azkaban.
You guys okay to do one more?
I'd rather call it here, but I'll let
it's
Noah
getting late.
decide.
It's getting late, yeah.
Bunch of wussies.
In the dark. Copyright music. Stop it.
We'll get to a safe point.
Where did you go?
Okay.
All of a sudden, the radio stopped working, and then that flooding just disappeared.
John's like, I want to keep going.
I mean, I do.
Is this who I think it is?
Casey,
Keanu Reeves?
say hello to Alan Wake.
John
Mr.
Wick?
Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
Alex Casey? Is this the dark place? No, it can't be. I got out.
Should look around.
You got out.
But you know what? I just realized. Saved 3 minutes ago. Okay, that could work.
All right.
Everybody, thanks for hanging out. These two are old and tired, so we gotta go.
Past my bedtime.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all hanging out, and we will see you guys this Thursday with Resident Evil 3.
Pearl Harbor.